things are considered taxable income by the IRS.
Huh.
You can't even go to international waters. I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess you technically speaking, if you go out onto a cruise ship that
I'm
does gambling,
yeah,
you
but
go to international waters.
I
I think that's like a
the assumption is that nobody knows is what and everyone just kind of,
correct
says fuck it. That's what I assume is going on.
24%. It says it's a flat rate of 24% tax rate for gambling.
I think that's around the same amount for long-term held stocks, but let me check. Long-term tax rate for long-term capital gains are 0, 15, and 20%. So if you hold the
Interesting.
shares for more than a year, the profit is taxed at these lower rates. It's so retarded.
Yeah, that is
You would,
retarded.
you would think they would promote the movement of money as much as possible, because that's like
You you would think Trump would be getting rid of all the tax bullshit he said he was going to get rid of.
it's about to pass. It's going to the House right now,
Mm.
and
I
it's
don't know how I
looking.
feel about the bill yet, Doug.
I mean, oh yeah, we'll start here. So, welcome everybody to another episode of Pixels to Politics. Tonight we'll be talking a lot of shit about the EU. However, we'll start with this. The bill, the big beautiful bill, is about to get passed. It has made it through the Senate. It'll obviously make it through Trump, and it's on its way to the House. And we know it'll make it through the House because the Republicans hold a majority seat by far. It's like not even close.
Yeah.
So it'll pass. Now, this bill has a lot of things in
I
it.
mean, I technically it already passed because and it was a tie.
No, it passed the Senate. It has to go back to the House because they made
No,
changes.
no, no. Yeah, I mean, the Senate tied. It was 50-50, and then Vance was just like the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but now it has to get voted in the House. The House has to vote on it.
Yeah,
But you're right. Pretty much, if the Senate passes it, it'll probably pass. Um,
yeah.
the bill has a lot of things. There's no way we couldn't even break down all of it in a fucking 8-hour episode. I've looked through some of it just for fun, and I mean, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad in it. So the first thing that everyone talks about is the tax cuts. There are a lot of tax cuts to both the people who are at the bottom, and there's a lot of tax cuts to the people at the top. It Here's how this kind of works, in my opinion. Is when everybody gets a tax cut of around $500, which is kind of what happened under the first Trump presidency. Who does that benefit more? Does it benefit the rich or does it benefit the poor? More. Typically, it
Either
benefits.
it benefits Israel.
Yes. Typically, it benefits the poor more because the poor, or the bottom, are already kind of struggling to make ends meet. They have nothing left over, and so this kind of helps them, get there. The rich are just rich. It doesn't matter if you give them an extra dollar; they're gonna turn it into $1,000,000. It doesn't matter if you give them $1,000,000; they're gonna turn it. To them, it's irrelevant. So 500, especially if it's of equal value. So $500 cut for everybody is it's not a $500 cut, but just analogies always benefit the lower class than it does the upper class. And most people don't know this, but under Trump, we actually saw the wealth gap decrease for the first time in like 50 years or some shit. It's the only time that it's ever happened. So, yeah, this is a complete polar opposite of what was happening under Biden, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. However, this is what we're getting. Included in that is no tax on overtime and no tax on tips, which, to be honest with you, I kind of think is crazy just because these people who make money on tips make so much money. They make so much money. But I'm all for cutting taxes, to be honest with you. Cut them.
Doug,
I
I
like,
think I figured it out.
hit me.
Okay, Doug, this is gonna sound crazy. Now, I want you
From
to hold
you?
on with me here for a
Okay,
second.
all right, go ahead.
Okay,
I got my coffee.
I'm loading up paint. All right. So essentially, the Freemasons.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, listen, Doug. I told you. Stay
Sorry.
with me. Stay
I'll
with
mute.
me.
I'll mute.
No, 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 no. You're fine. You're fine. You can talk. So the Freemasons have something called degrees, right? Let me underline. No, I wanted to underline it, you piece
What
of
the
shit.
freak?
Okay, whatever. Anyways, the Freemasons have they, for example. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me gather my thoughts. All right, so essentially, the the timeline for everything that's happened so far has happened on a scale, right? It's happened on a scale. Now, 50 years ago, who was president?
50 years ago?
I believe President Reagan, I think it was,
That
right?
would be the 70s. Was it Reagan?
1981 to 1989, right?
So it's a
So
little
that's
less
about
than 50 years, but
a little less.
yeah, it's like
But yeah,
40 some
so
odd years.
yeah. And essentially, Reagan had similar policies to Trump. So what I think they're doing is they're creating a timeline that repeats itself, right? Because this is all an act. This is all theater, right? To them. So they just, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, whatever you want to call them, the people, the hidden hand, whatever you want to call them. And so what they do is they use the White House and the government as its acting stage, its theater. And every, however many years, whatever you want to call it, for example, they have type A president, type B president, type C president, and then type D. And then they rotate it throughout the years and just replace them with another version. The only person that really went out of line was JFK.
Mm-hmm.
JFK was the only one that really went out of line, and they killed him. And they replaced him with Lyndon B. Johnson, who gave Israel what they wanted. And so I think this time around, we're seeing this sort of sedation through use of the pendulum, right? And the pendulum is like a metronome, like this. And what happens is, the pendulum swings one way, and then it swings another way in order to keep the people at a happy middle ground right here. And so I think all we're seeing right now is the president being used as a puppet by the elites to keep the pendulum continuously swinging in the direction that they want it. They don't want the people to have any sort of rights. This big beautiful bill is just going to funnel more money to them. Nothing's going to change. And that's my running theory.
Well, I've looked at most of the bill. There's the biggest way it gives anyone money is through the raising of the debt ceiling. That's pretty much how they make all their money.
Yeah.
That's the other controversial moment for this bill is that it raises the debt ceiling by another 3 trillion, which is not nearly as bad as the 10 trillion it started with.
Yeah.
But 3 trillion is still a lot of money. So Elon's quite pissed at this. He's up in arms, which, to be fair, I think, a lot of us would like to see the government just full halt and stop spending money. However, will that ever be possible because of your chart? No. These
No.
politicians want to make their money, and the only way they're getting their money is by printing more money, and the only way to print more money is by increasing the debt ceiling. So,
Yeah.
the MAGA argument is that President Trump's argument and what their plan is. Scott Bessent, the Secretary of the Treasury, who, to be honest, I don't really like all that
Yeah.
much. Their argument is
Yeah.
that they will raise the debt ceiling, and their goal is to slow down the spending while increasing at a rapid rate their income, which kind of makes sense. But again, I think all of us would pretty much prefer the Elon method of just stop spending so much money on each. I was gonna say us, but let's be honest, they're spending it on themselves. For the
Yeah.
love of God. So I'm really defeatist here. I don't really see a world that we live in which they don't print money for themselves, to be honest with you. I don't really see that happening. I don't hate the idea of us trying to take money in from corporations outside the US. I think that's a great idea. Instead of making
Yeah.
Americans be the only ones who pay the fucking tax, make it the whole world. I like that idea. But yes. The other things in the bill, some good things, is that we will no longer be giving illegal immigrants Medicaid and food stamps. All of the social program access they've had is getting cut from this.
Yeah.
This gets rid of the green mandates, the little tax reliefs that all the fucking green energy people were getting, which, to be honest with you, don't even get me started on that shit. Pretty much, if it's solar, it comes from China. We're just giving money
Yeah.
to China. That's all that is. I don't know what I. I don't. I mean, I can get started about how China was funding fucking Biden, but don't get me started. All I'm saying is those solar
Yeah.
panels came from China, and it's been proven that the ones that are connected to our grid, it pretty much allows them to infect our grid with viruses and shut it down whenever they want. So I just cannot fathom the logic here. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm trying to think what else is in the bill. Again, it's big as fuck. A lot of it has to do with closing out loopholes within Social Security, Medicaid, all the social programs. Pretty much, there were people who
Hmm.
were double dipping. Oh, this gives a lot of money to ICE. The funding for ICE jumped from like 8 billion to 42 billion. So
It's actually two. It was actually 2 billion to 45 billion.
yeah, okay, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Like shit. You need 45 billion to get rid of
well,
illegal
yeah,
immigrants.
that's what I
Shit.
thought too. What the fuck?
Even 1 billion might be a bit excessive. Like, dude, hell, you could just ask a bunch of random like good old boys in the inner woods and just hand them a shotgun and be like, get them out of here. And they'll
I
probably have the job done faster for like 500 mil.
how many? Like, my question is, how many are there? So we know at minimum it was at least 7 million known. To be honest with you, it's at least 10 million known. But the official number that got released under Biden was 7 million. The number underneath Trump is like somewhere between 10 and 20 million. So I
Yeah.
don't know. You can guess how much, but 7 million is a lot. I mean, the U.S. only has like 320 million people. So imagine
Now
you
here's
just
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, here's what's weird to me, Doug. Like, you know how they put like bounties on criminals?
Yeah.
Why don't they just put bounties on illegal immigrants?
So the bounties on criminals thing is more. It's like highly regulated. It has to do with people is who have warrants and they're escaped from bond. They avoid court after posting bond, shit like that. It's a little different. But
Yeah.
I love that you brought it up because I really wish we run like a bounty hunter system. I think it would be so much more beneficial if every criminal had a fucking bounty plastered on their head. Like,
Yeah.
imagine how efficient the
Yeah.
system would be, dude. Imagine,
Like, dude, if you said 10 grand if you find an illegal immigrant and turn them into ICE,
bro. I think
yeah.
the current bounty is like
I mean, like
300. You can get $300.
300
Yeah, $300
for each one.
for each one. Yeah. Any information that leads to an arrest is $300 for ICE. But I think in general, just fucking slap $1,000 bounty on every motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like. I feel like that's like you can use money to have people turn on each other. It's a money based society. Just
I
use money
know.
to. Instead, I think what it looks like is that the 2 billion was to pay the ICE agents 100,000 per year because that's how much I think they're getting paid for all this.
Yes, yes, you're not
Like
wrong. That's
shit.
exactly what it'll be. It's just pay raises to ICE and
Yeah.
an expansion of their
But
members.
the only thing that doesn't, the only thing that doesn't make sense is the 45 billion. Like why are we why are we multiplying it by like 22 times?
I don't know. You bring up a really good point. I don't know. I thought it was excessive too. Clearly, somebody is making a lot of money there. Somebody that's probably friends with Trump
Yeah.
and the Republicans, and they're getting a lot of money.
Yeah. What's the point of a debt ceiling if we keep raising it? By former Doge director Elon Musk.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a tough call. I mean, he's not wrong for sure. We shouldn't
Yeah.
we shouldn't keep increasing the debt ceiling. I don't like the argument. I've heard the argument that we should just get rid of it altogether, which I thought was insane. I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter, does it?
What do you mean by doesn't matter? The debt ceiling itself?
Doesn't I mean? Yeah. Look at this.
Uh,
Do you think it
yeah.
matters at this point? Like we started out here. This is when Israel became an issue, became a thing, and then that's when the debt started going up, which I don't think is inconsequential.
Yeah, I mean that shit's crazy. This shit's crazy.
23 trillion.
Well, okay. I'll say this: it does matter. We should put a full stop, and we can actually start paying the debt down. And believe it or not, we make 30 trillion a year. We owe 30 trillion. I'm not saying we should just instantly throw all our money at it, but it can be
Doug,
done.
Doug, that's That's like saying that all of our bills for the year cost $30,000 and we make $30,000. What are we gonna eat?
You ain't gonna eat.
Where are we gonna live?
You're gonna eat anything.
What are
Listen,
we gonna do?
specifically, look.
This
That's
saltwater soup tastes really good.
what we're looking at, in my opinion, it's not my fucking fault, and it's not your fault. It's the fucking old people's fault.
It's Israel's fault.
Sure, I don't care. All I know is it's not my fault. So what? You know what this means is that's inflation. That's our dollar, by the way. The dollar we're supposed to use as, young Americans. Yeah. We're supposed to be using this currency, and look what they did to it. They fucking butchered it. Dude. And then they're like, yes, you have to use this currency. No, but there's been a couple periods in America's lifetime in which we actually just made money, and we didn't have a debt. And believe it or not, it wasn't there. There was actually a couple years within the past 40 in which we actually made more money than we owed. I don't remember who it was under. But my point is, it's possible to pay down the debt, drive up the value of the dollar, which is how it should be. Boomers, boomers. I swear to God, I hate old people so much. Sorry, old people. Yeah. Sorry, old people. Yeah. You need to get the fuck out of the way because y'all are fucked up. There's one common denominator between the rich, the Republicans, and the Democrats. You know what it is? It's age. That's the fucking link. That's the thing that links them all together. It's fucking age. You're all over 70, and you're fucking killing us. I don't want to go on another boomer rant. What was it, 2 episodes ago? Last episode?
Yeah, no. Doug, at this point, everyone hates boomers. Yeah. No one likes... Gen Z doesn't like boomers. The millennials don't like boomers. Millennials don't like themselves. That's why they, Yeah. But even the silent generation hates boomers. That's why they abuse them as children. Like,
oh my God. Yeah.
Oh man, I was beaten. Yeah, and here you are bitching about it like a little girl. You're telling me to tough up. Look at you whining about your childhood. Shut the fuck up.
Boomers are crazy, bro. They're so crazy. Oh my God.
Back in my day, I could walk into a grocery store, piss on the manager, take a shit in his mouth, and he'd give me an application right then and there. All I needed to do was give him a firm handshake and kiss him on the mouth. I was in for good.
I would sit inside their lobby every single day, 24/7. Yeah, okay. Today we call that prank videos.
Their wife. I give their wife a firm handshake as she left the vehicle.
I got on my hands and
knees. Yes, you should be. I was there for a job, and I wasn't going to leave without one.
The boomers fucking came of age, created businesses, sold it all overseas, and then they fucking laugh at us, and then bastards.
And then when you bring up shit like you guys had a 3.5%, down payment on your homes compared to 20 to 50% today.
Oh, it's so insane.
Which is what AI literally tells. Yeah. And then they start bringing up, well, as a kid, I got beaten by my parents all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they really fucked me up. They beat the shit out of me. Yeah. I was puking on the ground because they kicked me in the stomach so hard. And then I'd have to eat the puke. And then they would take the puke out of my mouth and make me eat it again.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're so ridiculous, man. They're
like
so
total deflection, no accountability at all. They're like women.
The only reason things are changing is it took 3 generations to overrule them. That is it. Yeah. That's the only reason. We've been outnumbered for so long. So long. It's taken 3 generations to overrule them. It's so crazy, man. Please. I mean, can you pull up the tweet I sent you earlier? Who is it? Schumer?
Probably. Let's see.
So USA is completely gone. Completely gone. Thank God.
Oh wait, what's wrong one? There you go, that one.
Yep, here we go. Play the audio. Fuck it. Let our hearers
also know this is just the beginning. If Doge attacks USAID today, then you can be sure they'll move on to another target tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the Postal Service or the IRS or even the Social Security Administration. They could be next. Or maybe our national security agencies. Also know this is just the beginning.
Let's just take stock of what this very old person cares about. The Postal Service, which runs at a massive deficit, it is pretty much useless by all means. For anyone who actually uses it, you'll know how useless it is. 2.
No, hold on. I actually like USPS. I think USPS is good. Okay. I like USPS. I think it's fine, but the thing about USPS is it doesn't require that much money to operate in comparison to all the other bullshit they got going on. Okay,
That is
it's
true.
not.
However, they do run
Yeah.
at like a $3 billion
not-
deficit or $6 billion
That's
deficit
fine.
a
That's fine.
year.
That's fine. We just spent $45 billion corralling illegal immigrants. I think we can afford a $3 billion deficit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you have this.
So,
I actually
I just
think
want to say that.
it's fine. I think we should have a postal service. If you didn't know, the
Yes.
only reason we actually keep it around, even running at a deficit, is the postal service is seen as like an emergency system for if all normal communications go down. So cell phones, computer. If it went down, they
Like-
actually keep this alive on purpose so that we have a communication system.
I can't order everything through Amazon. Okay, it's hard to find used items on Amazon. I have to go to eBay, and when
Okay.
you're ordering on
I'm
eBay,
sorry.
they use USPS. If I have
I'm
to
sorry.
use UPS one more fucking
I'm
time,
sorry.
when they kick the package into my door and they take a piss on it, I don't want to touch another piss-covered package, Doug. I don't want pissy hands. I want normal hands with USPS. Please, they
Fair
go
enough.
straight to my mailbox. UPS can't access my mailbox. That's all.
Okay, and that being said, obviously the boomer cares very much about the postal service, cares very much about what was the second thing he said? He said IRS,
Yes,
and intelligence services. So pretty much all of the things that people our age hate and want to get destroyed.
Yeah, like once again, it's like, oh no, guys, we could lose the IRS. Oh, the people that steal money from us.
Like, and then
Them?
they give it to you. You're worried you're gonna lose
Yeah.
your paycheck, Mr. Schumer. Like,
Yeah.
oh no!
And then he brings
stop,
up
please stop taking
National Intelligence, National Intelligence
agency. It's the CIA and FBI.
Doug, imagine if you had a friend and you were friends with this person for a while, right?
Yeah.
And everyone goes to a party, and and they're called CIA. They're called CIA. Your friend's name is the CIA.
Oh God!
And they go to a party, and it turned out your friend from the CIA made their one of their female friends ingest LSD, have sex with a dolphin, and then the dolphin killed itself.
You're still on about the dolphin.
How many times? Because remember, they're showing up at Christmas every year, right? Because they're practically family. How many times a year do you think that gets brought up every single time there's an event? Probably every single fucking event.
Oh,
I would
God.
never let them live that down. Ever.
I
If
feel
I was
like
even still friends with them at that point.
I feel like
I'd be like,
so much
oh,
worse.
hey, you remember the time that you gave one of our female friends LSD and you made him have sex with a dolphin and then the dolphin killed itself? Do you remember that time? Do you remember that? What else you're up to today?
I remember
You're
that
probably a
time.
really good person now.
It was fun.
Yeah, you're probably pretty reformed
It
at
was
this
funny.
point, right? Because
Nah,
people
it was funny.
totally reform after giving woman LSD that gets ingested into her body, and then she has sex with a dolphin, and the dolphin kills itself. Because that totally just happens, right? People reform from that, right? People go to jail for that. They go to therapy for that. And you just like improve after that point, right? You can only improve after that point, right? It can't possibly get worse, right? Right?
I don't know. All I know is how out of touch you got to be to say some shit like that. And I mean, we've watched this guy say that big pharma shouldn't get sued. I mean, this guy and he says it so passionately, right? Like you can imagine he got up there on that stage and he was like, "Yeah, guys, just imagine a world without the IRS and the CIA and FBI. Wouldn't it be so terrible, guys? Wouldn't it be so terrible?" It's like, for you maybe, bro, because there goes your paychecks. Yeah. For the rest of us? Like, what am I supposed to say? That they might get rid of the IRS. I'm supposed to be like, oh, no. Now they'll stop taking my money. Like, oh, jeez. Oh, golly jeepers.
I think the funniest thing here is that they have no plans on getting rid of any of those things whatsoever. And he's sitting there concerned about that, right? Like, you think the Republicans are just as corrupt as the Democrats, right? Like you think they don't like the money from IRS? They don't like their information from the National Intelligence Agency? You think they're just going to get rid of that? Like, I think Schumer probably has some knowledge that he knows they're not going to touch them. He's just trying to use it as like a point because he genuinely thinks is like a scary thing for people to be aware of. That's why he's saying it. People are afraid of this happening. That's genuinely what he thinks. So like,
but Social Security. That was the other one he said.
Yeah.
The most boomer thing you could ever say is, "Oh no, they're gonna take away my Social Security, motherfucker! You keep inflating the dollar. You're taking away our life." Well, yeah, fuck your Social Security, you dumb bastard. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, like he's literally talking to old people. He's not talking to us. He's talking to old people.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's talking to the other old people that are in the Congress hall, sleeping and probably taking an antacid of some sort.
Yeah, you ever seen the one where the lady's just playing Angry Birds during the like, dude, I can't. These people are so useless. They're just fucking sucking down our dollars for fun. It is wild. And we're over here fucking getting it at every end. They got us in the ear, they got us in the mouth, they got us in the nose. Like, they are just fucking they're just ramming us at every end, dude. It's so crazy. And we have this fucking bozo up here. This is the minority leader, by the way, which means he is supposed to be the spokesperson for all the Democrats in the Senate. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, I want them to make the Democrat minority leader. I want to make it to the Goblin Woman. The Goblin Woman with the
Oh
purple hair.
God, please, not that Goblin Woman.
Yes, the Goblin Woman.
She got into
El
an
Goblino.
argument. She got into an argument with someone recently. I think it was Pam Bondi.
She speaks English.
She
speaks the English language?
Yeah.
Of the human
Well,
peoples.
I'm convinced she's a reptilian. I'm like highly convinced. Like, the more I see,
reptiles are intelligent.
That's fair.
She's more closer to goblin or orc.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that. She's definitely
We're talking Lord of the Rings here, Doug.
Yeah, my bad.
We're talking Lord of the Rings, not They Live.
She's freaky, bro. She's freaky. Every time she gets up there, she's so freaky.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. She is I would want her to flash the crowd. I would want to.
What the fuck? I don't think that's happening.
Imagine,
please,
dude. I don't think anyone would be able to. Dude, I don't think anyone would be able to maintain control if she flashed the Congress hall.
Yeah,
because
they'd all
like, even Vance.
They would projectile vomit. Instinctively, they would projectile vomit everywhere.
You see Chuck Schumer.
I think I remember her name. It's like Derulio or something. Senator Derulio.
No.
I think that's her name. Some shit like that. She's a fucking gremlin for sure. Oh my god.
Dude, even Vance is just sitting over like fucking puking his guts out at the top of the Congress hall or whatever, dude. Like, please guys, we have to control.
I'm getting sick just thinking about it.
Oh god.
Nah, that woman's scary, bro.
I want some chaos to happen. I want
you
some chaos to happen.
You aren't satisfied?
No, I'm not. There's not enough chaos at this point, Doug. I want to see a couple more politicians get assassinated.
I would if it wasn't.
I think Tim Walz is doing a good thing.
I would if it weren't. If it wasn't like good politicians.
Yeah.
With the one Democrat who's like really realistic and is like, yeah, I don't think illegals should have access to Medicaid. Boom! Shot dead, killed, murdered, her and her husband. Fucking shot dead instantly. Yep. Dude, kill this. Oh god, I can't say that. In Minecraft, in my fucking when I dream at night. Oh god. Fuck.
Doug, Chuck Schumer. You don't kill Chuck Schumer. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't kill Chuck Schumer. Here's the reason why.
I agree with you.
Here's the reason why. Chuck Schumer is the perfect rat. He is
his fucking Turbo June 9000.
Exactly. No, exactly. He's the perfect rat, which is why you keep him around, because you know he's going to betray you every single time. He's predictable.
Oh, that's true.
He's going to betray you.
That's fair.
He will backstab you no matter what. Which means he's a super excellent chess piece to have on the board, because you already know what he's gonna do, right? So while you're sitting there and you're like you take one of his buddies who's more unpredictable, you just fuck him in the ass right in front of Chuck Schumer, right? And the dude's like frothing at the mouth on the ground. Chuck Schumer's like, please don't fuck me in the ass. Like, Chuck, listen, we're good buddies. I trust you, man. Even though I don't trust you, I know you're gonna try to betray me the second I fucking leave this room, and that's okay, because I already have a plan for it. I'm already 3 steps ahead of you, Chuck. So it's okay. You got to do what you got to do, right? So listen, I just fucked your buddy in the ass. I'm gonna fuck your next buddy in the ass. We'll take care of that tomorrow. I just need you to keep showing up for these stupid little meetings, okay? He's someone you can have around, and you already know what he's gonna do. He's the perfect ally.
Who is he even talking to in this clip? Like, there's nobody there. Like, who is he talking to?
They're all asleep. It's nap time. It's nap time. They're 70, Doug.
There was one senator who went missing, and they found her in a retirement home. And fucking she had dementia. She's still in office. They never voted her out.
I'm the Senate woman for the Congress. Okay, Denise, let's get you your tapioca pudding. Bingo starts in an hour. Don't be late.
Can you imagine? Like, a senator just walks into a retirement home. She has no idea who she is. She's been staying there for months. Nobody knows who this woman is.
Honestly, like, being a politician is the easiest fucking gig. You just do whatever Israel tells you, do whatever your APAC guy tells you. You get paid. You sign a couple bills, like maybe once a month, maybe once every few months. You actually do something. Maybe you answer a few phone calls or do a speech every now and then. You don't have to do jack shit.
True. That shit's
It's
so
the coziest fucking job. I honestly don't kind of blame them for playing Angry Birds. I'd probably, yeah, hell, you'd see me up there with a fucking gaming laptop playing World of Warcraft. Probably.
I mean,
what are they gonna do? Fire me?
People keep voting this guy in, so like, I mean, you're right. I honestly,
Look,
good job, Chuck Schumer. Good job, dude.
Yeah. You would 100% see me up there with a fucking MSI or a Razer gaming laptop, just fucking chilling there playing World of Warcraft. Everyone else is talking about the fucking bill. So anyways, anyone have any questions? No. Here's my yes flag. I vote yes to the bill. Fuck off. All hail Israel. Leave me the fuck alone. I have grinding to do.
And the voters would be like, based, yes.
Based.
He's not even playing you right.
Yeah, Doug, I could literally be fucking the taxpayer in the ass, and all the gamers on Twitch or whatever or on YouTube, they'd see that shit happen. They'd be like, "Oh my god, he's playing World of Warcraft. That means he's one of us."
He's playing World of Warcraft. Exactly. Holy shit!
Oh my god, I don't even care that he's not doing his job like we pay him for.
Yeah,
who cares about my tax dollars?
Who cares about Chuck Schumer? Take all my tax dollars, give it to Israel, please. That's why I want my tax dollars.
Give it to Israel, please. He's playing World of Warcraft. That's it. 10 billion to Israel.
I do think part of it is just most of the people who are voting are fucking above 45, and most of them are voting for these schmucks. We'll see. I'm looking forward to people our age jumping into the voting pool. I'm hoping that works out. We'll see what happens. Yeah. However, I do want to. You brought up Tim Walz. Can you look up his name in X? He did something fucking crazy recently.
Doug, I kind of just mentioned him in passing. I'd rather not talk about the dude who just had 2 people assassinated.
No,
it was nothing.
It gets better.
Can we talk about someone else?
It gets better. Please pull him up. It gets even better.
Doug, I kind of value my life. Can we talk about someone else, please?
It's fine. You're not a woman. He clearly hates women. I'll show you why. Go ahead, pull it up.
Doug, listen. I know he hates women. Listen, but my asshole isn't tight enough for Mr. Tim Walz. Okay,
I'll do it.
You remember what
Tim Walz?
Okay, Doug. Do you remember what? Doug, you clearly don't remember what happened to JFK when he said maybe we shouldn't let Israel control everything, and then they killed him. Doug, this is the point in time where we say, okay, let's forget about Tim Walz.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Listen.
Oh
Tim Walz.
Doug. Do you want to die? Do you have a death wish?
Hold on. This gets really good. A foreign national.
Oh my god.
Without word that always gets us in trouble. Rapes a woman. Is convicted. Has a felony. God. He does not get deported. He then gets hired by Walz to run the Department of Education in Minnesota.
I'm indifferent and neutral to Tim Walz in every possible way.
Hold on, that's fine, but you gotta show this picture of this guy, Tim Walz. This is under Tim Walz. Please, you gotta pull it up. It's so good. Oh yeah, classic Tim Walz.
Oh my
dude,
God.
I'm telling you, this guy fucking hates women.
Probably.
I think so. I genuinely think liberals hate women the most.
I mean, I don't think liberals hate women. I think that they like women when they're supporting the feminist ideology for the most part. And if they're not, then they're no longer women.
They might not be women even if they are supporting the feminist ideology.
Well, preferably not. Obviously, trans women are more important than actual women at this point.
Yes. Oh my god, that guy is so fucking great. I'm so glad.
That dude looks so soulless. He looks like a rapist.
No shit. They all look like that.
Look at his dead eyes.
Bro, but imagine this. Imagine, like, that guy is running the Department of Education. I mean, no offense for the way he looks, but I don't even think that guy speaks English. What are the chances that guy speaks English?
No chance. I wonder how many Kenyans What percentage of Minnesota is Kenyan? Or let me type in African.
He might be Haitian. I think Minnesota had like an insane Haitian, or yeah.
7%. Percentage of Minnesota. Somali.
Oh, Somali. Yes, Somali. That's what they're known for.
Can I get a percentage?
They have the largest Somali diaspora in the United States, ranging from 70 to 86,000 people. That's crazy. So this guy's definitely Somalian.
What's the total population?
Sure.
What's the total population of Minnesota? That may have been why he made him the head of the department anyway.
About 6 million.
6 million. I mean, it's kind of low, all things considered. Like, I guess they all just like kind of congregated in one.
Yeah, they all got put in one location.
Let me look at the Florida stats. No, not sports. I'm not a boomer. I was hoping to see some like
like elite stats. What are you looking for?
I don't know. It was showing stats for Minnesota.
We will talk
unemployment
about
rate.
We will talk about Florida. Florida has just opened Alligator Alcatraz, which sounds like it sounds like a theme park. It really does. Can you go to X and pull up some footage for this? This got opened. It was like in just 3 days or something, and this will be used to house our illegal immigrants before they get sent back to their homeland. And basically, it's a fucking island with a bunch of warehouses on it. It used to be an airport.
The White House posted this.
Yeah.
The White House.
Yeah.
The
Trump visited it today. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god! What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's for those who can't see. It's alligators wearing ice hats, standing next to. No, they're not standing, but Trump is standing next to them. And it says "Alligator Alcatraz, make America safe again." And this is I think it was like it used to be an airport or something. I can't remember, but it's basically a bunch of warehouses that have been turned into, a prison. Apparently, it's up to code by prison standards. And it will be used to house illegals, and there's a moat around it that is full of alligators. It's fucking funny. But can you pull up some footage so we can riff?
Oh, look.
Not fucking AI footage.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Oh, jeez, yeah, that was loud. This is an alligator getting removed from Texas. No?
Is it?
That's what it looked like.
With the no, this is the first pick in the 2025 Alligator Alcatraz draft.
It's an alligator getting scooped up into the back of a transport.
They have to acquire the alligators. They don't just live there naturally. They literally have to make a moat filled with them.
In Florida, they do. I thought this said this was taking place in Texas, but I guess I'm wrong.
No. Where, I don't know where you see
play at the start of the video. It looked like there was like a title card or something.
No.
Yeah, there. Bellevue, Texas, yeah. There's no way this is from
Are they
Florida.
bringing them all the way from Texas?
No, this is videos out of context.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, there it is at the top. It's like 4 warehouses.
And other folks in Florida to be deputized to be immigration judges. We're working with the Department of Justice for the approvals. I'm sure Pam will approve. But then I'll have a National Guard judge advocate here. Someone has a notice to appear. Biden would tell them to come back in 3 years and appear. Now you'll be able to appear in like a day or two. So they're not going to be detained, hopefully, for all that long. We'll have people here in this facility that can make, it's a bureaucracy. The president's got to deal with the bureaucracy. Now that Supreme Court ruling was good because that's going to allow him to be able to.
Oh, look, here's the picture.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. So for those who can't see, it's basically just like bunkers. Like 9 bunkers. Bunk beds within within fences. Just like square fences.
It actually looks like something out of the fucking background.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This seems like it would be kind of hard to maintain. It's not really a prison. They're kind of hailing it as a prison, but it's more like a detainment center. So they will just be housed here before they, processed and sent back. However, I guess the idea is if they try to run, they're not getting very far because, again, there's just gators everywhere.
Well, there's also, a metal gate with a ceiling.
No, there's no ceiling in that
Kind of
metal
hard to
gate.
get out of that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
there
you're
is.
right. Oh, you're right. It is. It
Yeah,
is.
they can't
So
even climb out of that thing.
you're right. It's a cube. It's a fucking fenced
So
cube.
yeah, so it's like if that place gets set on fire, they're dead.
Jesus.
Like they're quite literally cooked.
I don't see a fire sprinkler system on the top either.
Yeah, no, if that thing gets you can see those. I can see one of those lights crashing down and just fucking
Killing somebody. Killing everybody.
Look at the flooring. Look at how nice the flooring
looks
is.
nice.
Actually,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like marble
kind of weird,
or
isn't
something.
it? It's like I feel like I'm walking through like a suburban like home, like a McMansion or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're like what kind of flooring do you want to get? Like, wait a minute. Who are we going to be getting to construct this place?
This is where that 42 billion went, by the way.
Yeah. What is that? That's the same video. Oh, a little bit different.
And Florida is number one with the most deported immigrants by far. It's not even close. We have the most deported right now, and apparently we're the most with the most pending cases, with over half a million.
Yeah. Yeah. Number one with legal with over. Also, Doug, I'm going to say something really quick. I don't like these pillows. I know they're illegal aliens, right? Look at this pillow. Look at how thin that fucking. If you gave me that pillow to sleep on, I would crash the fuck out. I would not be a happy camper, Doug. I would be like, that's it. I'm getting up. I'm climbing to the top of this fucking thing, and I'm pissing on my roommate.
I don't think they'd care. I think they would laugh.
No, they probably wouldn't. But guess what? Hey, every time you walk by my cell, it's gonna smell like piss and shit. You wanna know why? Because of my fucking pillow.
There's been a lot of call-outs about the humanitarian aspect to this. However, if I'm being entirely honest with you, I blame Democrats. I don't know anything about Democrats, but I blame the Biden administration. They let in over 10 million people. Now we have to send them back. It's all their fault. I don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. We were okay with illegals running around, especially in Florida, right? We're both Floridians. We're like, it's normal life here. They come here. There's a lot of them. And you get different ethnicities pretty much from all over the place. You just kind of like, yeah, that's cool. However, unfortunately, and this happens so much, the system just got abused into oblivion. They let in a fucking over 10 million in 4 years, which is just crazy. And now, unfortunately, they have to go stay at Alcatraz. So, your fault, Demis.
Yeah.
Your fault.
Yeah, I don't know, Doug. Like, if they gave me this pillow, I would be pissing. I would just be pissing on all of my other roommates. I would start a fight. I'd probably get beat up, and then they'd have to come in and drag me out. I'd be like, "Give me a better fucking pillow."
I just take all the pillows away. I mean, like, no more pillows for anybody in this fence cubicle.
I can imagine the one dude that's like really super strong. It's just like, you guys are gonna give me your pillows, so because I need them more than you do. I'm just gonna be sitting there with no fucking pillow because all the strongest guy there, and then I'd probably rally all the weak guys and be like, let's choke him to death and let's piss on him while we do it.
It's with you and getting peed on or doing the peeing.
It's the only thing you can do in this situation. You're in a caged-in area. You can't leave at all. The only way you can retaliate is using piss. I'm sorry.
That's fair. That is fair. That is freaking
And it's like,
fair.
he took our pillows, we'll take his life.
We got two more things with U.S. government before we swap. I do want to talk about some more of the MAHA stuff. Can you type in RFK or MAHA in Twitter? They are just putting in so much work. They've got, again, I love them. They're going completely under the radar. We have a bunch more companies that are taking out food dyes. But yeah, go ahead, read that.
RFK Jr. just broke down shocking science showing how food directly impacts behavior. Prison violence, suicide, and restraint use plummet when inmates are fed real food. Yesterday in Washington, D.C., I talked to corrections officials from all over the country. There were over a dozen studies that showed what happens when you change prison food. Violence goes down by 38%, assaults go down by 85%. Suicides in one juvenile facility went down 100%. Use of restraints goes down 75%. This food is poisoning not only our health, but our mental health as well. And I don't agree with improving prison food. I think if you're in prison, you
I agree with
deserve
you.
to eat shit.
I agree with you. I
I
agree with you.
I I think that's part of the punishment,
I don't think
right?
that's the
That's
point
kinda
of that post, though, in particular. I think they
yeah.
were more or less
No.
saying,
I mean, but it's not a fair comparison at that point because you're comparing the food meant for shit eaters to people that are actually that have options. Like I can go to Steak and Shake, or I could go to fucking a sit down restaurant like Outback, and I'm pretty much fine. I don't feel the need to be violent after I eat at fucking Outback. I'm pretty good. Like seems to me like you just shouldn't go to prison. It doesn't seem like a food issue. It seems more like a prison
I
issue.
hadn't seen that post, but I agree with you. I've seen a lot of studies like this. I think they're terrible. They tend to not really make any sense. But
Now,
yes.
if you want to if you want to be like, oh, Twizzlers, Kit Kats, the stuff with like food coloring in it, Reese's, it doesn't help your mental health at all. Like, well, yeah, no shit, it's bad for you. Everyone knows that. It's kind of like, it's like going out buying meth and then realizing, you kind of fucked up, your neurons a little bit in your head, and it's like, well, shit, all these drugs, they shouldn't be available to me. They're terrible for me. Why did I take these drugs? Oh my god.
Well,
And it's like it's fr it's like, is it the government's fault for not preventing you from getting access to the drugs, or is it your fault for taking fucking meth?
yeah, but all of American food has it. There's not any like there's no healthy real alternative. It's like yeah, you shouldn't eat candy, but at the same time,
Yeah,
like it's also our bread. It's also I think our eggs are actually the only thing known for being healthier than normal. But like our chicken,
yeah,
it's pretty much our meats. Like everything we do is just so fucked up. So like yeah, I kind of
yeah.
agree with you where it's like you can just not eat the
I
candy,
think
but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will say pretty much every drink you look at has, like, some form of Red 40 or Blue 1 or Yellow 5 or whatever in it. Like, you look at any Gatorade or whatever, all that shit needs to be gone, right? 100%. Like, but I will say this, I will give Tic Tac a shout out here. I will give Tic Tac a shout out here. So, I went to the store the other day to get some chewy Tic Tacs, right? Because 'Cause I'm in the mood for Tic
I
Tacs.
didn't know they made those.
They didn't use it. It's a new product they came out with.
Hmm.
They don't have any food coloring in it.
So what
They
color
use
is
they
it?
use beets.
Oh,
They
beets.
have
Yeah.
different colors, right? They use
Yeah.
beets. They use natural beets
Yeah, I heard
as
that
a as
was
a
the
as
thing
a
they did.
form of,
Not
yeah,
them, but in general.
yeah. So I was like, "Holy shit, no food coloring on Tic Tacs." And then it looks fine, it tastes fine, right? The only reason they didn't do it? Money. Yeah.
Wait, money as in how do they make more money?
It just costs more. It just costs more to make it from beets than it does to make it from food coloring.
Oh, yes. Yes. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
reason why.
But a
It's
lot of
just
the
cheaper
food
for 'em, and the
coloring
FDA didn't give a shit.
is getting taken out. So we have Hershey, Nestle, which makes a lot of baby stuff too. I only learned this recently, but like, I mean,
Yeah,
let's look at Nestle. They make dog and
yeah.
cat food, make a lot of candy, obviously, make a lot of drinks here. We see Perrier, uh, Pure Life Water, Nestea, Maybelline. What the fuck? Some fucking skincare
Maybe it's
stuff.
Maybelline.
Some
Yeah.
colognes, Ralph Lauren. Dude, what the fuck is this company? L'Oreal, Nespresso, Coffee Mate, Nescafé, the coffee stuff. I drink all that.
Diesel.
Hot
Diesel.
Pockets,
Diesel.
Delicio, Scoffers.
Diesel.
So pretty much all of these companies are going to be taking out uh the food dyes, and the food dyes are linked to
Oh.
ADHD. They're linked to
Smucker's is getting rid of artificial colors and dyes.
yeah. Smucker's is an old one. Oh, like
Yeah.
hold on. There's a list there. Can you back
Hershey
up?
to remove synthetic dyes.
We have Nestle, Kraft, Heinz, and General Mills. General Mills, obviously known for most of their cereals.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the dyes in general. ADHD, ADD, and there was one other one I'm fucking can't remember.
Okay, I will say RFK Jr. This is pretty base. The new ACIP just removed the universal flu shot recommendation and voted against demerosal containing vaccines. No press releases, no spotlights, just a quiet reversal after decades of pushing mercury-laced shots on the masses. The science didn't change, the politics did. This is what happens when truth gets a seat at the table. 100%.
You heard
I
me.
100% agree with
Did
that.
you hear what he did at the CDC?
No, what do you do at the CDC?
Apparently, the panel that controls the shot recommendations or like mandates for children and stuff, there were 9 of them.
Yeah.
He fired all of them. He fired
Base.
the entire. He
That's
fired
pretty
the
base.
entire board. Yeah, he fired all of them. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff. I
Yeah.
think the food dyes is kind of like the cherry on top. However,
Yeah.
right now they're really tackling the vaccine stuff. There was something else that just came out specifically with the COVID vaccine and specifically with a company that showed that the COVID vaccine had caused an increase in autism by like 1,000% or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocker. Yeah, if you have kids, don't
thought?
give them a vaccine. Don't give your kids vaccines. If any of your friends shit talk you for you're not giving your kids vaccines, they're no longer your friend. Just cut them off immediately. They're fucking retards. 100%. Like all those vaccines, mercury in them. 100%. What does mercury do? It causes autism. It causes mental deficiency.
Causes
Talk about all these mental issues.
nerves.
Yeah.
Blocks
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I don't like, there's so many chemicals in them and they don't need to be there. I don't know.
How did we survive? How did children survive past the age of 5 years old 200 years ago? How did they do it? They must have been gods or something.
Well,
how did people survive without vaccines? It's crazy.
They didn't really make it past 25. I guess is the alternative. They weren't really living. No,
they made it. There was people that lived past to 70. There were people that lived to 70.
Most of them were not making it to 7,500 years ago.
Well,
friend.
no shit, because people were fucking violent and didn't even know what soap was. You don't need a vaccine to wash your fucking hands, you animal.
There's a lot wrong with that science, but they weren't living. I'll just say this: they weren't living nearly as long as we are now. Do I think all vaccines are bad? No, vaccine is actually a really broad term. How they used to do vaccines a long time ago, 500 years ago, was they would cut a scab off a sick person and then rub it on an open wound on a healthy person. Technically, that's a vaccine, And
this is AI.
Let's see. 20 toes?
This looks like AI.
No shadowing around the edges. Skin looks intact. It does kind of look AI to me too. Specifically on the legs.
Look at this comment. Look at this post. Manny Pettycheck. Conservative women take care of their bodies. If you aren't a liberal, can you follow? #MAGA.
It does look like AI. I'll say that. Just because of the weird curve there on the leg.
Jag says, got you. David says, perfection. Hundy says, I always find this so feminine. David says, you definitely do take care of yourself. Gina says, very nice. This is how ladies should look. In my opinion, who is with me? Hello, Danielle. I'm Sean. Good to meet you.
Please, let's go. We'll go into this a little later. Holy shit. When we go into the gaming segment of the stream, we'll fucking go back.
Ivermectin is officially available over the counter.
Okay.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, I hope that one takes off. I want that one to be pretty much federally.
Yeah.
Country, all over the country.
Give me a thumbs up. Oh, look, an elephant.
What does this have to do with MAHA? Look up RFK instead of
One
MAHA.
second, I want to watch this elephant.
Okay, well, it's a long video. It's like fucking 10 minutes. And you're watching all of the elephants.
Quiet, Doug. This is the best part.
No, it's not.
Look at the baby elephant. Come on, Doug. Oh, did I tell you I found a chicken, Doug?
No, you did not.
Here, I'll show you my chicken.
RFK.
Here, let me show you the chicken.
Here it is. I said COVID. Sorry, it wasn't COVID. The CDC covered up an internal study which found a 1,135% increase in autism risk from hepatitis B vaccine. Hepatitis B is a sexually transmitted or through blood disease, and it's a vaccine mandated pretty much it's for babies. Like they make us take it for babies. It's known to have a 1,000% increase in autism risk. So, I mean, well, none of us should be that surprised that he's right. I mean, he's just been on about this shit for quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah, Doug, take a look at this chicken. Spagok? I found this chicken.
Oh, wow, it's an interesting looking chicken.
Yeah, I fed it some bread or whatever, Doug. Look at this. and then he hopped on my shoulder.
Where was this?
Yeah, let me show you. This was outside my home.
Oh wow!
Look,
Hey, he's chilling.
Gawk.
Did you put him? Did you pick
Yeah,
him up?
yeah, I brought him to my workplace. So I had to, but my car was broken, so I had to walk there. It was a couple miles.
Mhm.
And then while I was on the walk there, this was at like 9 p.m., I got pulled over by the cops for jaywalking with the chicken on my shoulder. And
Really?
it
What
was,
the fuck?
yeah, it was kind of a weird night, Doug. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fair enough, dude.
But I posted, the chicken on Lost and Found Pets on Facebook or whatever, and I gave the chicken away to a loving new home.
Nice. That was fast.
Yeah. Nice little story there.
Yeah, nice little freaking wholesome story. But yeah, but I mean, I love the RFK stuff. Again, it goes completely under the radar just because Trump draws so much attention away from him, and a lot of they're getting a lot done through studies and through action. They're getting so much done, and I'm just over here like, yes, and I don't tell anyone about it intentionally because to me it's like the best part of the current government is this, and I don't want anyone ruining it for me. Because I think it's fantastic. Every time I see a nice little subtle announcement about RFK and the stuff he's doing, I'm just like, yes, bro. Yes. We finally possibly have a link to the, large increase in autism. We all kind of knew that dyes were pretty much increasing ADHD and ADD. So that's not a surprise. And getting that stuff removed, it's just so good. I'm hoping he stays on this. And there's so much more. Again, the dye thing is like, pretty much the EU has already the EU has already banned the dyes, so we already know how toxic they are. There's enough studies. That was the quickest one to get rid of because there's already been so much studies.
I think it's so funny how the EU can improve the health of their foods or like increase. They can change and improve the healthiness of all their foods that they serve to their citizens, but they can't get rid of rapists.
Yep. All right, we'll jump on EU, and we will start with that because we have a new winner for most rapes in EU. It's a challenge over there. They're all working extremely hard to break the record, and would you believe it? The UK has taken the lead by far. The UK, we talked about Sweden a few times on here and how they love their rapists. The UK now takes first place. With 109 per 100,000, I believe is that. Now, this says in the world. It's not in the world, but it is definitely in EU. Because we already know Sweden had the lead.
Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of... This
sad?
Is kind of impressive.
Is it impressive? Is it sad? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like, UK is gone. Like, UK is just dead. At this point, it's not even a country anymore. So this entire graph, like UK, Sweden, France, these aren't countries anymore. Argentina.
I'm surprised Argentina has that many, but I don't know. That's interesting. They're up there.
Yeah, no. It's like they just aren't countries anymore, right? They don't exist. So these numbers are like it's only gonna go up from there until it eventually collapses.
Yeah, there's no pushback on the rapes. Like it's so crazy. They genuinely do not care. It's so wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like well known on anyone who has access to the internet that the UK is known for lots of Pakistani rapists running around and raping little girls. Like, that's just what's known. They literally had a hotel for Pakistani immigrants. I believe it's Pakistani. And they were just raping the shit out of the schoolyard girls that were across the street. That's just like, they were grooming them. I don't even like grooming here because I don't think that's what's going on. I think they were just pulling them into the hotel and going crazy. And they were just allowed to do that for like 10 years. So yeah, those numbers, not surprised. They're just running around raping. That's what a crazy thing happening in the UK. And Sweden, happening in Sweden is so wild too. But I mean, the top three was UK, Sweden, and France, just right off the bat. Bop, bop, bop. Actually, now
South Africa actually,
yeah,
South Africa actually beats UK still, so they have to beat South Africa now.
Yeah, they got to get to the top. What's crazy is South Africa has a rate of 132. I believe the stat is per 100,000. and the UK is at 108. They're not even that far behind. Yeah. That's a crazy, but that is a dude. That's so crazy to think about, though. The UK is really close from having the same rape percentage that South Africa has. That's crazy. And also on that list was the UAE. The UAE being a Middle Eastern country, which I mean, we talk about the Middle Eastern countries all the time. They're not really favorable towards women. Even if you quintupled the UAE rate, it still wouldn't even be close to the UK rate. That's how far ahead. This is a race, and Europe is challenging each other to hit the finish line, and the UK is in the lead. They are fucking on the way to the top.
I think Bill Stoltz here, he kind of hit the nail on the head. You pussies do nothing to stop it. Do whatever you want. The truth is self-evident. You do nothing. How do you live with yourselves?
They don't fucking care.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they don't care. What's this? Every government wants to break records. This one, scroll back up, dude.
This is what we want to see.
Oh, the number of rape cases for 2022 per 100K. So Grenada, which I don't remember. I don't know where that is. It's probably just a shale country.
That's like near the Bahamas.
Okay, so they have 180. This is not by. This is not ordered correctly, so that kind of sucks. It's not by highest to lowest, but we're gonna just compare it. So Grenada, which you said is near where?
Near the Bahamas.
Near the Bahamas is at 180. The UK is at 73, and this is 3 years ago, so you can just imagine. Let's
73,590.
I mean, it's just so not even close. It's so nice. 73,000 is so crazy. It's way higher
half
than
of the United States. That's half of the United States, which has 400 million people. They literally have over double our per capita.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong number. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, they're dude, higher than El Salvador in 2022.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Bro, they're beating out Costa Rica by far.
They're beating
France. Holy shit. Fucking A. We're going to talk a lot about this in Europe today. This is going to be the main topic for today. So we're going to settle on this. And we should preface on how this came to be. So, without going into crazy, conspiracy theory, but basically, the EU had this like great migration plan. The whole world did, but the Europe specifically was targeted by this a lot. Where they were going to take in, this is the plan. They were going to take in tens of millions of refugees and immigrants from Africa and the Middle East. This is a plan that they had, and it was settled in the EU that the countries that got hit the most, which would be the ones closest to the Mediterranean, so France and Italy and so on and so forth, Greece, they would then spread those immigrants out across. Somehow a lot of them ended up in the UK. I don't know specifically how that happened, but a lot of them ended up in the UK, and they just spread them out all over Europe. And crime rates in Europe have skyrocketed. Fucking rape rates in Europe have skyrocketed. Murder rates have skyrocketed. Sweden quickly became the rape capital of Europe. Now it's the UK. And I mean, they're just fucking racing to first place, man. It is so crazy.
I mean, this is pretty interesting here, Doug. It says here, Polish people said enough is enough, and they are quite motivated at this time and have no intention to submit themselves to corrupt EU politicians. Crowds of Polish people have started gathering at border crossing with Germany to stop Germany from deporting illegal immigrants into Poland.
Yep. So the countries that don't want to take in the illegals, like Poland and Hungary, they get charged a fine for every illegal immigrant they don't take in. Germany has apparently been like sneaking the immigrants into Poland, and the Polish people are pissed.
Yeah. The only question is, they've essentially sent them to their death. They're just going to kill them.
Yes.
Like, the Poles don't fuck around, man. The Poles don't fuck around. They're just going to kill them.
Nope.
They've essentially literally just killed those immigrants. They just sent them to their death.
Yep. You're not wrong.
Like, that's okay, guys. Go into this foreign land that you have no clue about. Don't worry, you'll be safe there.
And
buddy.
and the previous Polish PM was already very anti-immigration. This new guy is like an ex-UFC fighter who is also even more pro anti-immigration.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Oh, massive EU censorship. This post is unavailable?
Wait, what happened to Mario? I follow him. Well, I don't follow him, but I kind of keep watch. He usually posts.
I don't know. Let's see what the comments
stuff.
say.
I think they
So the post is still on.
took down his account. The EU did like mass try to force his account to take down or something.
Let me see.
Narwhal.
What's his name again?
It's like
Mario Nafal.
Eh.
Narwhal. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, I was close. Leave me alone.
No, his cat's still up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this is the guy who got mass reported by India for his comments on India.
Let's see.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's just talking about basic internet privacy stuff.
Ah.
EU parliaments should vote directly on matters, not give up authority to the EU Commission. Yeah, they're saying that the Ukraine's trying to apply for EU membership.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't want to go through because then it would mean they would have to go to war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been trying to do that for a while.
I want to see. Let's see how the United Kingdom is doing. Let's see.
Oh boy, my favorite part of the day. How is the UK fucking up?
Oh. Ah, yes. United Kingdom.
This is the UK. For those who can't see, it's a bunch of fucking Muslims on their prayer mats praying.
In the middle of the street.
Wearing Palestinian colored clothing.
In the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street, yeah. So I don't really know how it works religiously, but I guess when it hits a specific time of the day, they immediately have to start prayer. And so there are these videos popping up of them stopping in the middle of the street, stopping at getting up on planes and starting to do it in the alleyway. They start praying. They just stop wherever they are and immediately get on the ground and start praying.
Oh shit, Doug, we got something from Ben Habib. My team and I have been working furiously for the last few months to establish the foundations of a political party which is capable of saving our United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I'm delighted to launch that party today. This is just yesterday. Advance UK. The party will stand for the entire country in all its parts and for all its people. Oh, wait, sorry. We will fight for nation, freedom of speech, democracy, and equality before the law. We will not flinch. We will not pander to false narratives designed to damage our country. We will be for the British people and by the British people. The party itself will be democratic. We will assemble the brightest and bravest in our college and executive. They will work tirelessly without fear or favor and formulate the policies and recruit the candidates required to fulfill our mission.
His last name is Habib. Why are you talking like that?
I don't give a shit. If our country is to be saved, they need an American there anyway. If our country is to be saved, it must be saved by its people. No one person is capable of doing so. Only by assembling the best and bravest can we succeed. Today, I'm calling you to join our party. Our first goal is to achieve 30,000 members. We are discounting our membership fee. Okay, buddy. Really? You're going to charge people? Listen, we want to save the country, but we also want to make some money while we do it.
What is the fee? It's $10?
$10 per annum until that goal is achieved. When it is, we will have the required support to become a fully fledged party. Oh, I see. I will stand shoulder to shoulder with you. When we get to 30,000 members, I will donate $100,000 to the party to ensure we have the firepower to move forward. With your support and only with your support can we fulfill our mission. Please join our party at advanceorg.uk.
So he will make 300,000, and then he says he'll donate to the zone party, which is himself, 100K. So he will make 300K and then donate 100K to himself for the party, of course, for the party.
However,
Genius
I will
move.
say, why can't I access this shit? Okay, there we go.
The NHS is broken. I don't really.
Independent and prosperous.
Yeah.
Cornerstone of democracy is the freedom of speech. Okay, this guy's got my vote. Or he's already got my vote. I'm sorry, Doug. Freedom of speech, you got me.
I mean, yeah.
All people should be free to think, speak, and act according to their conscience and beliefs if they do not incite violence. Children should be protected from ideological and political indoctrination. There should be minimal government intervention. Okay, Advance UK is essentially the Conservative Party in America. That's essentially what this guy's trying to create. I can stand behind that.
I mean, I hope it's so ambiguous to me though that like I'm kind of on the fence about it. It's like, how? Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is. What? You're not allowed to talk about the illegal immigrants and mention things like, you know, deportations, mass deportations. So I wonder if when he says freedom of speech, what he knows he can't say is, "Oh, we were going to deport all these motherfuckers." So I wonder if that's why that's like, you know, kind of ambiguous.
Oh, let's look at this. Another video.
Is this Dublin? Yeah, this is Ireland. We saw this a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. I think it was a new one.
They had a new incident recently where they found out the UK was dumping illegals on them or something.
Yeah. I mean, CNN really are hated for their blah, blah, blah. I don't care about CNN. Israeli minister tells Jews to quit the UK, saying you're not safe now in Britain. Starmer and his MPs refused to come out and back President Trump. Starmer's General Lord Hermer is a security threat to the country. Israeli minister tells the Jews to leave the UK. Yeah, British people, I think it's time for you to leave.
There are none left, to be honest with you. The UK also is seeing the largest amount of money drain of all the modern countries, meaning that all the rich people are just abandoning the UK.
Yeah. Yes, Yes,
Which, if you didn't know, is a bad thing. Usually you don't want the rich people to leave your country, contrary to popular belief.
BBs. You.
So yeah, the UK, the France, we talked about Germany, and now we will go to something I've learned recently. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to do this, but it has to do with Italy.
Italy?
Yep, it has to do with Italy. So again, get Italy in there. I learned this recently. Italy also has a large immigration problem. And while I loved Giorgia Meloni because I thought she was doing a good job, it turns out that they are increasing the amount of immigrants that they want in by like 3 to 500,000. So we're gonna pull up.
Yeah, who's gonna clean the Vatican?
True. Let's see if I can find it. One of my all-time favorite YouTubers visited Italy and highlighted this problem. So if you could just look up Italy pickpocket on X. In Italy, they have an immigration problem in general, but yeah, they have these YouTubers and TikTokers, whatever, influencers who run around and they hunt down these pickpocketers and then shame them in public. And they are just fucking everywhere. So, Kurt Kaz, shout out to Kurt Kaz. I love Kurt Kaz. If you love,
his name?
Yeah, he's dude. He's my all-time favorite YouTuber. He just travels the world. He goes to like the most desolate places he can find, and he just goes there and explores them. He's been to places that no other white person has ever been, and it's fucking great. Yeah. I love him. He decided to go to Italy, which is not a third world country, but somehow he found all the third world parts. And while he was there, he joined up with some influencers who do these pickpocket videos. And so that if you can't see, they're in a subway, and these pickpocketers come up behind tourists, mostly old people, blah, 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 and they reach in and they steal shit from them. And these people run around, catch them, and chase them out of the subway. Well, he thought that was what it was all that was going to happen, but that is not all that happened. He ended up going by some of the homeless camps of the illegal immigrants, and they tried to fight him. And after they tried to fight him, he walks past a social service that is used to feed and take care of the homeless / illegal immigrants. And then those people started yelling at him. Can you play the audio? Can you go to the top? I think we saw it at the top there. Yeah, it's like 2 episodes right there.
Was it this
one.
dude?
This is him, yeah. So can you pause? Without watching the full video, it's like, all of his videos are like 40 minutes long. Basically, this is a park in Italy. It's a public park. However, it's been completely taken over by the illegals. And in his YouTube video, they're just straight up injecting heroin and crack. They're just smoking crack and injecting heroin in their, like, you know, into their arms during the video.
Jeez.
Yeah, just like out in the public, and the police are driving by, and Kurt, I love Kurt, he's not scared of confrontation. He runs up to the police and he's like, hey, you guys gonna do anything about this? But he also runs up to the illegals, and basically he didn't really move up to this guy. He was just kind of was standing in the archway, and he was like, look, hey, like, where are you from? Like, what's going on? This is a public space. They walked into the space, and immediately all the illegals got pissed. And they started walking up to him, and he was like, this is a public space. This is a public space. And then this confrontation happened, and then you can go ahead and play it.
Doug, I'm going to be honest with you here.
Yeah.
I really think there needs to be non-lethal forms of crowd control that are usable by the citizens. I think every Italian citizen should have a beanbag gun.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
yeah. It's illegal. It's completely illegal to do anything to these people.
Yeah. But if you have a beanbag gun, what are they going to do? What are the police going to do to you?
It's illegal. You can't. They will arrest you.
They're illegal.
It doesn't matter. They're a protected class. In the video, that's
no,
like
they're not.
They're a protected class.
There's nothing stopping from an Italian citizen from shooting these people with beanbags. Doug, I'm telling you.
The police arrest them. They make it pretty clear through the video. They tell them, hey, you can't touch them. You can't touch them. If you touch them, you'll get arrested.
They didn't touch them, though. They didn't touch them. The beanbag touched them.
No, it doesn't count like that. You can't. It doesn't count. I don't. You got him. Hey. No, it don't work. It doesn't work like that. He's not allowed to touch them, and it's crazy because this illegal actually threw stuff at him. He had piss in a bottle or something, and he started spraying him with it. And the citizens, you can't do anything to them. They're a protected class.
Yeah.
This is in Italy, so. Rome, by the way.
Look at them. Look at them. Look.
It was Rome.
Get out of here, man. Look. Yeah, you gonna do something? Yeah? Come try. Yeah, get out. Yeah, okay.
Dude, a beanbag gun would go so hard here. I'm telling you.
You see how they hate us, guys? You see how they hate us? The real racist is them. And they come to our countries and they demand and they're protected by the law and nobody does anything. Social operation. This is an NGO helping them out. This is what it is.
Maybe,
guys.
okay, if they're a protected class, maybe
Yeah.
they just start slashing tires. We just start slashing tires around here. What are you going to do? You're going to have it towed. It's going to take you at least a week before those tires are back on. Just start slashing
They get
tires.
helped out by these organizations like this. That support these people.
This is work.
What work?
You cannot show my face.
I can show whoever, man, my friend.
Face. No, I got privacy, I got copyright.
Copyright? He has copyright?
If this was on the internet, then I will show you.
Come try, mate. Because of
I don't think anyone wearing a vest that with reflective tape on it should be saying the words, I'm going to sue you. Buddy, you clearly don't have the capital.
Well,
Look at where you're at.
I don't know.
These people are here.
Copyright.
You're a leftist socialist. You destroy your own country. Yeah. Yeah, huh?
You're never beating the stereotypes, Italy. You're never beating the good. If you can't, please, you're making me want to vote for the illegal immigrants again. Please don't talk like that. Okay.
Leftist, izquierdista. It's because of them we have these issues. Because of these fucking organizations, these lefty organizations that let the people in. The locals are sick of it. They are sick of it. They've had enough. And nobody's doing anything. Look.
Okay, Doug, once again, I keep hearing the statement. No one's doing anything. Where's the death squads? Or is it violence time? Or is it pussy time? Which is it, Doug? Violence is sometimes the answer. It really is. Truly, it's sometimes it just is the answer.
There's a lot of irony in globalism because it created this network where we can bring in all these illegals who rely on the people who are already there to take care of the illegals. However, what happens when the people who are already there that were supposed to take care of the illegals just get up and use globalism to move to another country? Because that's what's happening. I mean, that's just what's happening. Like, everyone who can leave the UK just left the UK. So now it's a shithole. It was a shithole with a bunch of rich people. Now it's just a shithole. They just left.
Yeah.
And if you're left there, sorry, like you're just fucked. And I mean, it's the same with France right now too. France is quickly becoming the same thing, right? What are the rape capitals? Well, it's the UK, and then it's Sweden, and then it's fucking France. Where are the people go? Well, smart people use globalism to leave, just like the poor people who use globalism to get there. Just fucking leave. So that's what happened. Italy be the same way. They'll just leave. So who's left?
Like in America,
it's the lefties who like this shit.
Yeah. In America, we're protected by the Constitution, lawyers, a bunch of legal proceedings that require certain things to occur. Over here, we can literally just make an alligator moat and shove a bunch of illegals into it, apparently, without anything else happening before that, right? But over there, it's like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't say this, do that, you can't own this. It's like, I can own a gun over here. I just got to wait 3 days, right? So it's like,
even less. I mean, you don't even have to wait that long if you go to a gun show. Just fucking buy one off the back of a truck. I mean, the thing about the EU is they have the EU that covers over them. So like none of these countries can actually do anything because imagine if imagine if the Federal Reserve not only made policies based on currency, but basically also had control of your entire over not just your country, sorry, but over 30 countries' laws. That's what the EU is. It's basically as if the Federal Reserve also could make the laws for all of the countries. So Italy, as much as they don't want to take in immigrants, it's irrelevant because you know what happens if they say no is all of a sudden they can't borrow money. They're just fucked.
No.
And their money, their funds just get cut off. There's nothing they can do about it. They can try and vote to replace Ursula von Leyen, but they're just fucked. I don't know what to tell them. Like they're just fucked. I'm sorry, you're just fucked.
Really Ursula, like the Disney villain?
Yeah, it's like it's Ursula von Leyen, something like that. I don't know. The last name is the only thing I'm unsure about. But yeah, I love Kurt Kaz. I strongly recommend his channel, man. I strongly recommend his channel. It is so great. And to be honest, he really doesn't take part in politics. This is the most political I've ever seen him be in over 10 years.
Honestly, Doug, once again, sometimes violence is just the answer.
I agree with you.
Sometimes you just need to be violent and protect your country and get rid of these people.
I mean, that guy literally assaulted him in the video. He literally assaulted him.
Oh, shit. Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Get him.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
So apparently this dude stole a necklace.
Did he?
Probably from a woman.
Of course.
Probably from a woman. Necklaces are typically a woman thing, but... Oh, they don't even hesitate. Boom. Ooh.
Good punch.
Ooh. Another fucking eye hook. Oh, look at that.
Oh! No, that kick was crazy, dude.
Straight kick to the head.
I mean, like,
that's what happens.
The sad part is now that they're here, they can't go anywhere, and so I mean, they can just get violently kicked. I love Kirk, dude. I love Kirk, guys. If you are watching this video,
criminale, attenzione, pickpocket.
What the fuck? What is this Cyclops?
I don't know.
Show your face. You cannot have any empathy for these people. They steal from the vulnerable, from the old, even the disabled. Pickpocket! Pickpocket! This is them, the culprits, guys. They hide their faces because they're cowards. They come to Rome, they come to your cities and steal. That's all they're good for. Look. Look, 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 look. Get out of here! Attenzione, pickpocket! Look at this thief, guys. She won't show her face. There goes the other one. Cowards! Scum! The lowest of the low. Mamma mia! Mamma mia!
I love Kurt, Kurt, Kaz, Caz, fucking amazing channel. Amazing channel, guys.
Oh
He's
shit! Fake a sound. This was last year, but he tried to steal a 90-year-old woman's purse, and they just ganged up on him.
I mean, if you can't watch, they're fucking beating the shit out of this guy.
He's not dead yet. He's not dead
Yeah,
yet.
what?
We can still watch.
They're fucking kicking him. This guy's bashing his head in with a helmet, like a bike helmet. There's some random guy who runs up out of nowhere and kicks him. What? Can you pause? How crazy is the difference between, like, when we watched the French and the UK videos where basically, and even Germany, where the illegals were just
They just don't
kidnapping
give a fuck.
women. Yeah, they didn't care. Like, bystanders would just watch. And then we look at Italy. Excuse me. And we can look at Spain too. Spain, they've gone rabid, bro. They're the death squads in Spain. They're just running around and fucking stabbing the shit out of. Like, they're going crazy. The Mediterranean countries don't really fuck around. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god! He's trying to hit him with the spinning kick. Holy
Oh my!
shit!
He tried to hit him with a roundhouse, the reversed roundhouse. Look at that. Oh, they're still kicking him. They don't give a
Hey,
shit.
they don't care.
Like, I needed my workout today. I didn't get my 5K in.
Oh, dude, this guy sucks. Oh, with the bike helmet, dude, that's gotta hurt, bro.
Oh,
Getting
this
hit
dude's
with-
so fast. He moves up.
That guy's the worst guy.
They're still beating the shit.
Dude,
Oh, dude.
he's trying to leave and they're running him down, guys. They are not letting him leave. They
Dude,
are
this is-
beating the shit out of him.
Dude, this is beyond base. This is 100% base. This dude doesn't give a
He's
shit. He's like,
wailing him. Like a 40-year-old dad. I mean, the thing is,
he's gonna
like,
think,
yeah. You think
he's gonna think twice next time.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. I mean, it would be nice if they had the fairy tale ending of just coming here and, like, you know, behaving properly, but they don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Pickpocket.
let's see what Spain's up to. Spain death squads. Let's see what we got going on for death squads in Spain.
Yes, I don't know if they're called death squads.
Spain have launched a raid against the sizable Islamist terror cell. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
don't type in death squad. Just type in illegals.
There has to be at least one death squad. Come on.
I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what any of this is about.
Yeah, because you put in Spain death squad.
All right, whatever.
It's the most oblique. Illegal.
Listen,
There
Doug,
you go.
sometimes, let's see. Anti-tourist activists getting Brighton as soaking.
What?
Are they actually
82% is crazy.
Boatloads of migrants pour into the country.
Yeah, they land there. They really come straight over the Mediterranean from northern Africa. And again, in EU, they just have to legally let them in. So, like, then there is no process for them. They just get on a boat from North Africa and they sail the Mediterranean and they land on any of the European countries and they're just supposed to accept them and take them in. There's no, you know, acclimation process at all. That's it. They just
I mean,
exist, you know?
Doug, you either like listen. If it's me and I'm living there, and you're invading my neighborhood. I'm either leaving or I'm fighting. There ain't no in between. I'm leaving or I'm fighting.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fight or flight, baby. I ain't gonna sit there and do nothing. I'll tell you that.
again, it's not. There shouldn't be a surprise in why there's an increase in crime rates, in rape, in murder, in terrorist attacks. Like, it shouldn't be that. It's not that hard.
A ti te están quitando el corta uñas.
And I mean,
No tiene
easy to
ningún
figure out.
sentido.
what Kerr was showing was that they were pissing and shitting all over the place. They were walking around,
Yeah.
and the floor is caked in piss. There's shit
Yeah.
all in the corners. Like, you know, the guy who's kind of his tour guide or whatever, you know, who's there to help show him around, is just like, yeah, you
They're
can't,
animals.
You can't. Yes, you can't walk here at night because they'll fucking mug you. Women can't walk here because they'll just get kidnapped and killed. And then it's just crazy. It's just crazy that they're opted into it.
Yeah. Like, these people are coming from a place of animalistic intent. They come from a place where people shoot each other, kill each other, rape each other. You name it, they do it. Right?
Yes,
It's Africa. It's a fucking jungle. And it's like you got these people coming here from Africa. They have no sense of civilized society. Of course they're going to act like this. Like, this is nothing's crazy has happened. Like, this is 100% expected. Decided to house 200 illegal immigrants from Mali in a school. The school will still be in use.
What?
Oh my god.
The school management has advised parents not let their daughters wear skirts for security reasons. I mean, dude, that is so...
Dude,
it's like I feel like a part of my brain is expanding. Like, I would never expect to hear that in my fucking first world American brain.
That's just crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Like, dude, imagine that. Dude, if that shit happened in Redneck in the Woods.
Yeah, I know. I like how you added that. Yeah,
dude, people would have been shot. That would not happen.
You just don't. You don't hear this shit in Florida. I imagine.
You don't.
I imagine if you're like in a blue state like New York, New Jersey, California, you probably think that's normal. Dude, in Florida, that's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life, dude. Like, we would literally, parents would just run around and shoot these people with guns. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They recommend that your daughter does not wear a skirt to school because there's a bunch of illegal immigrants housed in the school and they'll probably get kidnapped and raped. What? That's reality in Spain. That's reality. It's reality in Europe. It's reality there.
Europe is dying. It's dying slowly.
Slowly? I don't even know, bro. So you can see here, Spain, what is this? Illegal immigrants by sea and land, 2024. 3,000 to Spain.
16,000 in Spain.
16,000. Oh, they count the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands are kind of carrying the weight there. 10,000 in Italy. 10,000 in Greece. 3,000. Was that Macedonia?
Probably. Look at Poland. 67.
67 in Poland. And Poland
those 67 are probably in the ground.
True. And Poland
they're probably gone now.
Poland has they have no terrorism, basically. A terrorism count of 0. Germany, insane numbers. France, insane numbers. Spain, insane numbers. Italy, insane. UK, numbers crazy. So much terrorist attacks. We covered a bunch of them on the show. Poland, literally 0 terrorist attacks a year. Even though, what do we got here? Some more in Spain. Same situation.
Some more pickpocket punching.
I mean, look how disgusting the streets are. What the fuck?
Yeah.
The streets, like, if you can't see, it's just trash all over the streets. I don't know if this is a protest or what, but there's just glass and paper and plastic everywhere on the ground. Coke bottle, what is that? Tissues?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Looks like France.
Dude, it looks like a shithole. It looks like an African country is what it looks like.
Yeah.
The Spanish government has chartered another 2 flights. Fake asylum seekers, not documents. Spanish journalists draw attention to the fact that Spain is the main country for illegal coming to Europe. 15,000 have arrived.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like Africans and Muslims are just violent people, typically.
Dude, this is the shit that I've seen. So now, I mean, you can't see.
Wait, I gotta see that punch again.
Pull it up. He did fucking clock him. Oh, he just kind of pushed him. That guy's drunk. He just fell over. Oh, this
it's a
is
woman.
Okay, yeah.
And I will have to say, I'm kind of at an impasse, Doug, because I don't like women, but I don't like the illegal side.
Okay.
So it's like
you're
illegal punches a woman.
One,
I'm struggling on this. So do I hate this? Do I like this? I don't know how to feel about it. So I'm just gonna be indifferent.
Okay.
This is where the men step in.
Did they get him?
Let's find out.
All right, this guy wants some. Get in there, buddy. Get him.
I don't know. I feel like.
He got him. He got him.
He
He's
fucked
done.
up the kick.
Yeah, he did. He's got him on the ground now. It's over. Boom! They're wailing on him. So he couldn't see that the African immigrant shoved this woman. She fucking fell over, and now he's just getting fucking jumped. Well, like 8
Yeah,
white
he was just
people
getting the shit beaten out
or
of him.
Spanish people. They're all getting him now.
Yeah. Shove him under the car. Shove him under the car.
Stuff him. Stuff him.
Stuff him under the car.
Dude, stop it, dude. Stop. You're hurting him. Stop it. Literally shoves a chick
No.
to the ground. Stop it. You're hurting
Yeah.
him. Why are you hurting the
Yeah.
big African guy? He just pushed that woman. What?
Dude, if I'm in the middle of a fight with someone, a dude that clearly just attacked an innocent woman, right?
Yeah.
And I'm beating the living shit out of him, and I hear someone scream behind me, "Stop! I'm coming after you next. You're next. I don't give a fuck who you are. You tell me to fucking stop attacking the dude that just assaulted a woman. You're next. You're next. I'm coming after you. Like once he's unconscious,
Bro,
you're next,
stop.
buddy. You're going to sleep too."
Stop it. He's just a poor little African immigrant from Africa, bro. Come on, dude.
Like, dude, if you're in the middle of a fight, do
That
not
guy
tell
is a-
someone else to stop unless it's like a mutual thing.
By the way, in that Kirk Cass video, he kept running around and pointing at the illegal homeless people who are doing drugs, and he was like, "There's the doctor! There's the engineer!" This is by far my favorite part of the video. I was like, look at them! Doctors and engineers
Oh.
everywhere!
Oh, I know, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
I feel kind of bad for him because, like, we have it bad, don't get me wrong, but, like, at least, like, Mexican immigrants aren't as violent as this bullshit that's going on over there. And at least they'll, like, do some work for you that's actually meaningful, right? Like, they'll mow your lawn or take care of, like, landscaping work and stuff. At least that's, like, useful stuff that requires some level of trade skill knowledge. These guys don't provide anything. They just fucking leech.
Yeah, I agree there's a difference. And it's funny that
Yeah.
we've kind of gotten the softer end of it, all things considered.
Yeah.
And we still went
Yeah.
psycho mode, and now we have alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah. Meanwhile, over there, they have this shit going on. They don't have any Alcatraz.
Yeah, I mean,
Where's their Alcatraz?
Spain is like insanely left, and not only that, but they recently just like jailed their opposition. So like the lefties are, probably going to win again. Even be even more left.
Yeah, I mean, this is just. Yeah, I can't understand Spanish, so I wouldn't even be able to translate that.
I mean, they
Yeah,
coming
just
in
coming by boat.
boats. Fucking, they just guys. I mean, literally, if you don't know how the map works, Africa and Europe are divided by the Mediterranean Sea, and I don't know the distance, but they literally can hop in these boats with just a simple motor on the back and sail straight across. As a matter of fact, for reference, the boat that carried Greta Thunberg to Israel wasn't even really, that big either. You don't need a big fucking cruise ship to get around. You can get around on a speedboat, basically, from one end to the other. And that's just what they do. They just get on a boat, they come on over, and they're literally, Europe cannot send them back. Any European country cannot send them back. It's against their law, and they have to take them in. And so they just come in on boats. I mean, we're watching it here on the camera. Like, they're just on the X feed. They just get on boats, they come over.
Like,
Oh, shit.
they severed their boat in half. I mean, like, honestly, like, if you know a bunch of people in Spain with a boat, why don't you just go out with boats and just get harpoons and just harpoon their boats?
I mean, you just can't
You
get
could
caught.
just do that.
You just can't get caught, yeah.
Well, then you just harpoon the police boat. What are they going to do? They don't have a harpoon. It's a police boat. All they can do is tell you to stop. They can't do anything else to you. They can just tell you to stop, and you just harpoon their boat. What are they gonna do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Chief, we're sinking. Shit, I didn't think this far ahead. We don't really have guns on board.
Legal immigrants
Oh, yeah.
paying their bills in Spain and spreading their money in Spain, unlike illegal immigrants who rape, murder, and disfigure Europe and are an economic, cultural, and social burden on Europe. Like, what are you saying? Street demonstration?
I don't see any solution other than violence. I'm sorry, Doug. I just can't. There's no other solution.
I don't either, just because your voting has failed you. I mean, we got
your voting is fit.
If Trump does nothing but get all the illegals out, I'm satisfied, if I'm being entirely honest.
I think that's fair. That's fair. Even if he does have Netanyahu's dick in his mouth the entire time.
I mean, that there was no alternative to it. So if all he does is get rid of the illegals, I'm okay with it. However, Europe, there's no option for it. Vote right, you still get illegals, and most of you can't vote right. France jailed their right-wing leader. Spain jailed their right-wing leader. I mean, you guys are just fucked. Like, I don't know what to tell you in Europe. I really don't. So I agree with him. I agree with Braden. Like, I don't know what to do. Get your pitchforks and your torches and fucking head to the streets, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Violence is the only solution here. There's nothing else to do. There's no conversation you can have with these people. They barely speak English. They don't care about you. They're willing to hurt you. There is no conversation left. It's very basic logic. It's 2 + 2 = 4. Violence is your only solution at this point. I don't like calling for violence. I think it's a last resort, but in this situation, that's all you got left.
We're there. We are fucking there.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's
dude,
just like,
there was a brutal stabbing that always comes up. Oh, I mean, well, fucking, I didn't even make, I wasn't even looking for this. I just found it. But, I mean, here's one for Spain. Here they are.
knife-wielding suspect.
Here they go. Here's another one. Oh, this just happened recently. This is a big thing in Europe. This one is in Belgium.
Spaniards in Barcelona.
Yeah. The first 2 I sent you are in Spain. Yeah. There's just so many stabbings in these countries in Europe. There's just so many stabbings. It is crazy.
Well, once again, violence is the solution.
Syrian criminals. Islamic terrorists in Germany. Another stabbing in Sheffield, UK.
Wait, are the illegal immigrants killing each other?
Probably. I mean, dude.
That's crazy.
Have you seen this, by the way? This one went viral. I think it was last year. But this shit was crazy. I mean, we're gonna get demonetized on YouTube, but
okay, I'm not gonna show the blood part. He got stabbed in the neck. He ended up living. By the way, I know about this particular attack. He ended up surviving.
Yeah.
But still, these people should not be in the country.
Yeah, I mean, the point is there's just stabbings here. This one's in France. Stabbed in the neck for a slight bump. I mean, these immigrants, they just run around, fucking stab you all the time, man. They just fucking stab you. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. They just, that's, and again, you're right. They just come from Africa, or, the tip of Africa, where, I mean, things are so bad there. It's where Libya is, right?
The average IQ there is 65 to 70.
And they just
you
walk.
You want to know what your IQ has to be to join the military? 83.
This is how they get things done there. They just walk around with these knives, and they'll just fucking stab you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. They're animals. They don't care. They shouldn't be there.
Here's a Jordanian.
I feel like Doug. I feel like a broken record with this thing at this point, Doug. I feel like a broken record. Like I keep saying the same talking points. I feel like it's just It's like I'm a mathematician. I'm a mathematician talking about 2 + 2 = 4 as much as I can. It's like I'm extending an essay to be 1,000 words when it only lasts like fucking 100.
I know.
Like this is such a simple, easy solution, and yet we sit here and we waste time talking about it.
I mean, I don't know if we waste time talking about it, but we do spend time talking about it, and I feel the same way. I thought we put this down like a couple months ago when we had already covered it every single day, every single week for like half a year. And I thought we covered it last year too, when we covered it every single week for half a year. But it still continues, and people still keep voting for it and doing nothing about it. And this is what the reality is for Europe.
A Jordanian migrant stabbing a policeman. Okay, well, I kind of agree with the police dying, to be honest, because the police haven't done jack shit.
Stabbing in the UK, stabbing in Amsterdam, stabbing in... I don't even know. This is on a plane in Europe. Stabbing in France. Stabbing in France again. I mean, it's just crazy.
Game blamed for needle spiking. Yeah. I don't think it's misogyny. I think it's women's fault, actually.
A disabled man was stabbed in a wheelchair by a foreigner in London.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think from now on, Doug, anytime something bad happens to a European woman by an illegal immigrant, I think we should just start blaming women.
I mean, yeah, if you voted left, and
Yeah.
I mean, you're at fault. I mean, that's just the easy answer.
Yeah. We're just gonna victim blame until they have to choose a side, right? Like if you victim blame the women, then they're like, you can't.
Is it victim blaming if they did it to themselves? I feel like it's not the same thing.
It's not the point. You're forcing them to pick a side. What's the problem? Is it the illegal immigrants or is it the misogyny? Make up your mind. Which is it?
True.
Who's doing what? You know?
I don't know, bro. February in Europe. 3 AK-47 shootings in Brussels. 15 hurt by hand grenade in France. French policeman shot a man in Paris with 2 machetes. Islamic car ramming attack in Munich. Islamist mass stabbing in Austria. 9 dead in shooting rampage in Austria. 1 dead after teaching was stabbed at school in France. 1 injured after Senegalese migrant stabbed a street sweeper who was making too much noise in Spain. I mean, guys, what the fuck? Like, I mean, the list is just endless here. I mean, this is an infinite scrolling of just stabbings, shootings, not shooting so much, but car rammings, just so much stabbings. Stabbed in Brussels.
Honestly, Doug, what we need to do is we need to grab some fucking
Algerian migrants.
The next Pixels to Politics, vacation that we do, the next trip, right?
Eritrean migrant, which, by the way, is in Africa. 118 stabbed in England. 3 people thrown in Spain. 14-year-old girl stabbed to death in Sweden by 2 migrant girls. Interesting. That's new. I made the right choice leaving Greece. Let's keep Australia. That's kind of funny. Man stabbed several times in Germany today. This is crazy. It's just crazy, guys. I don't know, like, Europe, get your shit together, man. Sorry,
they're not going to change, Doug.
I don't think so either.
I think we should go to Europe with paintball guns. We should load the paintball guns with metal rounds, 68 caliber metal balls, and just start shooting all the pickpockets with them.
You can't do it. You'll get in trouble.
You can.
A protected class.
No, we won't get in trouble because we'll be wearing masks. They won't see our face. And we won't carry our phones either. So that way they can't
find us later on.
GPS system. Yeah, exactly. You just go, you go, full blackout, no electronics on you, just a paintball gun. What are they gonna do?
I mean, I would. Sounds fun.
Great Britain is not a multicultural country where Britain. No, you're not. You're a Muslim country. What are you talking about? Fucking losers.
What's crazy is Europe is quite known to do media control, even on X in Europe.
Yeah.
So if you look at this, you won't see a lot of people from the UK replying at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Europe. Europe is just a third world country. That's what I'm saying. They're just an authoritarian controlled third world country. I guess it's like the answer.
It's so funny how George Orwell was British and he wrote 1984, and that just kind of comes true. Like, did you guys not read the novel by your own people? Like,
I was just thinking about this today. Is like, yeah, but I mean, on our end, how many books, how many times in history does communism not work, and yet they still voted for a communist mayor in New York City?
Honestly, Doug,
it's just irrelevant.
Honestly,
people don't read.
I would rather live under a Chinese system than live under this European system. Because at least in the Chinese system, all the illegals get kicked out or imprisoned.
China, I guess,
what do you think would happen if there was even a single illegal immigrant in China that was like hurting indigenous Chinese people? I don't think you understand. They would be dead in the Chinese prison by the end of the week.
Dude, China is, I mean, again, Asians in general are just
they don't
fucking
fuck around.
Turbo racist 9000.
They don't give two. They would, dude. It wouldn't even be an issue by the end of the month. It'd be done.
Oh, no. Oh, this bill also, I'm sorry to jump back, but this bill also included no tax on Social Security. I didn't know that. So it has all three. It has no tax on Social Security, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. So that should be passing soon. I sincerely doubt it will get sent back.
I think Grok is anti-EU.
Probably. Grok is just trained on any data that comes from X. X is mostly...
Grok, is this true? Why so much difference? The race statistics you cited likely reflect recent data, but 2025 figures aren't fully confirmed. Britain's number aligns with 2023-2024 data. Sweden's may include broader offenses, and Poland's low count lacks 2025 verification. Differences stem from population, legal definitions, reporting. These don't directly prove safety differences.
Yeah. So Britain is at 70,000 rapes in 1 year. Sweden is at 10,000. This isn't per capita, by the way, so just take these numbers as you will. But Britain at 70,000, Sweden at 10,000, and Poland, which again doesn't allow illegals inside, is around 560. And the question is, why is that? Well, I don't know. Think really hard, guys, and maybe you'll figure it out. Maybe.
Oh
maybe.
God.
Some of you might figure it out. I'm really sure. All I know is fuck the EU.
It's better to be racist than dead, Doug. It is better to be racist than it is to be dead.
I agree with that, brother. I agree with that. I agree. All right, should we stop talking about the EU? What do you think?
What do you mean?
Should we move on from the EU?
I mean, got like 10 minutes left, kind of.
Well, we
What do you want to talk about?
well, we have the gaming.
Did we miss something?
I wanted to move on to our gaming portion.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So I've got a good one. Have you heard of the Date Everything game? It is a...
Yes.
Yes. Can you explain it? Because you probably know more about it than I do, to be honest with you.
Essentially, it's a sandbox dating simulator set in the comfort of your own home, featuring 100 fully voice-acted, dateable characters. Let the romance flow between your bed, smoke alarm, and overwhelming sense of existential dread. Are you ready to date everything? Essentially, you can date the house, you can date the people, the toilet, everything that is an object or a person you can date. I think it's designed for what's the word? Rainbow people.
Rainbow people. I didn't know that, if that's true. What I do know about it is that it is made by a company that is formed by a bunch of voice actors and actresses. So
Yeah.
Matt Mercer is probably the most famous name in there, but I do know there's a bunch of famous people who are voicing the characters in this game. And while this game in particular I think is slightly memey, maybe it's very serious, I don't know, but I did want to talk about dating sims in general and how popular they're getting. It's like every game has to be a dating sim in some way.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't really care for the game. I actually play like actual video games where you have to, you lose a portion of your sanity in your life to play them and suffer in them. This has no suffering. There's only hedonism and degeneracy.
Yes.
So I don't know if I can support.
But do you like dating sims in general, or dating sims within your games? I mean, the easiest example to bring up would be Baldur's Gate. Did you play that?
Yeah, I played it. Like, I enjoyed it to an extent. Like, it was just kind of like part of the story mechanism, though. It wasn't really like the main core of it.
Sure.
There was only one dating sim I've ever played in my life, and it's the best one that's ever been made.
Doki?
By far, bar none. And it is a free game as well. It's called Katawa Shoujo, which means it's just Japanese for disabled girls. And in Katawa Shoujo, you have two versions. You have the adult version, which includes nudity, and the censored, which is no nudity. You're essentially a high schooler or whatever. You got into an accident and you have, like a heart problem. So you have to get put into the school for people with special medical issues, right? Which means you're stuck around people that are, girls that are blind, deaf, can't walk, no arms, quite literally no arms. And it was just and if you look at the reviews, overwhelmingly positive. This game has been out for a long fucking time. You see it released last year, but you used to have to download it from a website called Katawa Shoujo, and it's been out for over 2 decades or something like that, or close to 2
Wow.
decades. It's a really old. It's probably one of the oldest dating sims out there, and it's still the best one by far to date. You have all the different characters. Hisao, you get to learn about their backstories, their trauma, their issues in life. You have one without any legs that wants to be a runner. A lot of irony in the anime. Excellent. They actually give you options that allow you to choose what happens. It's not the illusion of choice. You actually get a decision with what happens in the story, which is something that you don't really see nowadays anymore. The artwork was brilliant. Sound was brilliant. Can't recommend it enough.
Is it meant
Can't
to be
recommend it enough.
wholesome? I don't. What do you like so much about it?
Yes. Yes, there are parts of it that are meant to be whole. The part I like about it is you get to choose, right? And it's like it's weird because when you, for example, Lily, which is the blind girl, who is obviously the goated choice here, I might add. She's blind and she enjoys tea ceremony and literature, right? And she reads using her fingers, like on Braille, right? And I always thought she was the fucking absolute goat because anytime something wrong was going on or whatever, it's just like, it's like whatever, right? Like, who can get past it, right? Like, just pure fucking positivity, right?
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the story, if you smother her too much, right? If you try to be with her too much, she just fucking leaves you. She just gets
Oh,
on a plane
wow.
and fucking leaves.
Oh wow.
It's fucking brutal.
Damn.
And it's like at one point she blindfolds you and you're having sex in a bathtub, and it's just a fucking awesome experience. It's just an awesome experience.
I mean, that's
It's like,
cool. That's cool.
yeah, a lot of excellent stuff in the storyline. And it's really a mature themed. Like, I was surprised too when I was playing it because I was surprised. It was just such a mature storyline for where you're supposedly in like a high school, right? Just very mature, very mature storyline, very mature concepts, and it was just a very. I can't recommend it enough. If you are
Dude.
going to play a dating sim, I would recommend Katawa Shoujo.
I've played a few dating sims. The crazy thing about them is that the writing for them actually tend to be extremely good. Like, I'm always surprised at the quality. I'm not really, when I play video games, for the most part, to be honest with you, I played like competitive gaming. And it's, competitive gaming is completely different than normal casual gaming. It's not even close. And I find it so difficult to sit down and play like single player games just in general.
Yeah.
And most of that just comes from most of the writing is just bad. I'm not going to lie, guys. Most of the time, for most video games, I think you're all retarded. Most of them, the writing is so terrible. The cutscenes are dog shit. Like, I'm just not a fan. There's very few games that I've sat down and I've played, and I'm like, wow, the writing for this is actually good. The standouts would be like
Undertale.
Yeah, I played Undertale. The writing there is really good. Halo Reach, I thought had like a great storyline. Even GTA 5 that I sat down and played through, I think it had good story, but obviously for the most part, GTA is carried by the action. I'm trying to think what I've played. Baldur's Gate so far, I just recently picked up. I think the story for that's really good, but again, even then, a lot of the gameplay you enjoy is through the choices and the actual mechanics itself, for me anyway. However, for some reason, a lot of the best writers seem to be doing dating sims, and it's always so good. I'll never forget I played one.
Doki Doki.
I played Doki Doki. I think kind of made it mainstream. And if you haven't played Doki Doki, it was like the novelty experience from that game was so fucking crazy. So dating sims in general are exactly how they sound. You're supposed to try and find a character you like and get them to date you. Riz them up, fucking charm them. Doki Doki had this insane twist on the genre where it turned into a fucking horror game like halfway through. It was insane. It was insane. And the amount of detail that went into that game was just so crazy. But that is also my point, is like, for some reason with dating sims, they always have the best writers, man. And when I'm reading, I'm not really crazy on comedies in writing. It's like really rare that I can laugh at comedy and writing. However, again, I find some of them make me laugh. Genuinely, they make me laugh. I don't know. The writers for dating sims tend to be top notch.
I mean, Doug, I will say this. Like, I think the dating sims that are meant for men or meant for a general audience, right? I think those are either way too erotic or they're insanely good, right? I think there's not
Oh
much of an in
yeah,
between.
that's true. Yeah, for sure.
100%. And I played, like, for example, I played one called Cinderella Phenomenon, right? Which is an otome visual novel meant for women, right? Just to see what it was like, right? I played throughout the entire game, and it's so weird when you play a dating sim meant for women, Doug, because the entire time they're like okay, you think about like the situations that were happening in Katawa Shoujo, where there were like women with actual, like, you're like the woman you're talking to had like actual trauma, and there was like actual mental problems going on that you had to work through, or there was periods of silence between you and the characters that you had to try and navigate. And then you look at like the problems in like Cinderella Phenomenon, and it's like they kissed me too aggressively. I can't take it anymore. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is this what women consider a problem?
I won't. I don't know how to comment here. I've
And
read.
it's like, if you look at all the, I also want to point something out. If you look at all these characters, Doug, that you see here, there's no imperfections on any of them. Like, there's no imperfections. When you play Katawa Shoujo, you get to see all the characters' imperfections, all the things that annoyed them, all the things that they fucking hate, right? You get to see like the full range of the human spectrum. But when it comes to like these dating sims that are meant for women, everything is perfect. It's streamlined.
Yeah.
There's no room for any errors at all. It's so weird.
This is a tough topic without generalizing in general, and I
It was
also
good.
feel
Though. It
like
was
it's
good. I will say it was a
fair,
good game.
fair enough.
It was
I've read a lot of books written by women, mostly because I think their writing in general tends to be better, except when it comes to romance. I'm so sorry, but I've read a lot of female romance. I think it's all very stereotypical. It's always the same shit.
Yeah.
This guy is a monster, and then there's another guy, and he's the great fucking golden retriever boy,
Prince of fucking Egypt,
sure, or whatever. It's like some shit like that. And it's just the woman having a hard time picking the two. That's literally.
Do I want the bad boy or do I want the rich guy?
Yeah, it's literally that every single time, and it's literally all of the scenes are monotone. They're fall flat, and a part of what you said is where like the female character pretty much is they see themselves as perfect, and I just cannot stand it. It's so terrible. I cannot be bothered reading romance novels written by females. Sorry. Just not fun. It is. It's really boring to me. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. And I imagine the dating sims are the same way. But they're just like, go ahead.
It's like, look at fucking Code Geass. Buddy was like talking to 3 different women, right? And like obviously all these women are attractive, right? Everyone in the anime is attractive. There's no unattractive people in Code Geass. I'd like to say that, right? And all the women he's talking to are pretty much look the same as all the other anime characters, right? And then one of them just fucking dies.
Yeah.
And
oh my God.
Another one that he's like, yeah, I'm the villain the entire time, bitch. And then she fucking hates him now.
Yeah.
Like, and then this is like, I love you, but I hate you at the same time. It's
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Do you know that was written by a female?
Yeah, I mean that one was kind of like one of those weird things where it was like the romance was there, but it wasn't like
it wasn't
really
explicit.
that in depth.
Yeah,
no,
it wasn't at all.
It really wasn't.
It was very assumed. It was implied.
Yeah,
because it was like implied. If you haven't seen it,
I think
it's a really good anime.
She knew where her strengths and weaknesses were.
I don't know if that was the case. I feel like a lot of writing when it comes to romance is it's founded in insecurity. Right? Like the female is like, oh, I'm financially insecure, so therefore I have the rich guy, and I'm emotionally insecure, so I have the bad boy. However, when it's written from a very emotionally secure perspective, in a way, the romance in that anime was, oh yeah, they're just gonna get together in the end, and you just knew that, and like they both knew that, both Edward and I forget the blonde's name, they both just knew that. And so I feel like that's kind of the difference. I'm not saying all women are insecure. I'm just saying the difference in those two writing styles is crazy.
I think women are too secure. Women have too much security nowadays. We need to start taking away some of that.
If most of your writing has to do with you being able to pick between 2 guys, maybe you're right. To be honest with you, I don't know. But I thought the writing in that show emotionally was really, well done, and it's written by a woman, and it's fucking fantastic. Not just written by a woman; it's written by like a farm girl, and she was pregnant at the time or some shit, like some crazy shit. I couldn't believe when I saw it. But yeah, I feel like there's been an increase in dating sims, or at the very least, dating has to be in like every game now. And so we have this game.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make date everything as kind of the mainstay. I wanted it to be a branching topic, but we do have date everything to kind of show that dating sims are just kind of becoming so popular.
I'm tired of hearing about them.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm just like, listen. After Doki Doki, it was all downhill.
Doki Doki was
it
crazy.
was all downhill.
If you haven't played like, Doki Doki, oh my god!
Like, listen, Doug. Like, it was the peak. It was the absolute peak. It was like World of Warcraft in 2008. After that, everything went to shit once Activision took over. It just went. Pew! Same thing with dating sims. Doki Doki came out. People knew it wasn't getting better than this. People fucking knew it. They knew that this was the best it was ever gonna get. And when you peak in high school, everything from down there is just drugs, alcohol, and just death.
I hope you're wrong, to be honest with you. I don't entirely agree.
I do too, but
I do think what we'll see more of is mainstream games just have dating, the dating sim mini mechanic in it.
I'd like to see a backrooms dating sim. You're in the fucking
dating.
backrooms. Ruby-chan, hi,
Oh god.
Nani Gasti. Yeah. Oh wait, Doug, do you know about the Ludwig and Asmongold drama?
No. Ludwig
Really? Okay,
and Asmongold. What's the drama?
All right,
all right. Streaming. We're moving on to the streamer drama segment.
All right. Do you remember Cloud9 Mango getting kicked off the team for his sexually explicit?
Yes, humping the mushroom.
This thing. Yeah. Following internal evaluation, we made the decision to release Mango from Cloud9 because of his sexual conduct with female streamers, Pokimane, and
look at what this guy looks like. Oh my god. This guy who's like an overgrown caveman humped a pillow. We're so surprised.
Or I think it was not Pokimane. I think it was Maya.
It was Wendy.
And extra Emily is just so chill.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She is psychologically fucking insane. She's
insane.
batshit crazy,
Yes.
but she is super chill when the moment it gets intense. Right?
She's clearly a psychopath. She's clearly a psychopath.
Yeah. So he's been removed from the thing, and then Ludwig released a statement about Mango, who is actually his friend, right? And so I'm gonna show some. And this is kind of just a thing. 1 second.
Try to find like just a clip. That way we don't get in trouble for stupid shit.
Yeah. 1 second. And then so now there's been several responses to him.
Well, let's see his video first. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a clip.
I think Asmon made a thing about it. 1 second.
I got you.
Yeah. I just need the clip from Asmongold's response to him because he kind of just.
I got you. Hold up, buddy.
Okay, here it is. It's a 2-minute clip from Asmongold Clips channel where he references, and to give some extra additional context, Mango is Ludwig's friend, and at the event, Ludwig was actively shouting out his blood alcohol level of Mango during the event and kept encouraging Mango to drink more and more as the event went on.
Wait, who did this?
Ludwig. Ludwig was the one encouraging Mango to drink more.
Oh yeah, I literally told you about this guy like 2 episodes. You remember I was like, Ludwig's a scumbag. Like I was always I mean, big surprise.
So but he made the mistake of picking on the kingpin, which is Asmongold. Asmongold is the king of React content, whether you like him or not.
Is he? I feel like Penguin.
He is.
Okay.
He is one of the top 10 most made Google searches of last year.
Oh yeah, I did hear his numbers on Twitch were insane. He was like one of the most watched
king
streamers.
of React content.
Yeah.
Yes.
Up my chat to try to make me look bad. You're getting this brought up because you trying to play games on me.
And he tried to fuck with Asmon. Like, buddy,
we're gonna talk about
you made a mistake.
Here's the context, Wagon.
You poked the bear.
Big YouTube content creator. They had an event which was basically a Mario Kart drunk challenge. One of the streamers, Mango, got
That's
weird
him right there.
and started sexually harassing other streamers.
So this is what the guy did, right?
Yeah, this is what he did. You got Maya and extra Emily.
Yeah, 2 women who are sitting next to each other, and then this guy stands up on a chair and he starts humping a pillow. Not really.
Yeah.
He's not against her, guys. It's got to be like at least a
We
foot
live
away.
in, we're still living in Me Too times, Doug. I'm telling you.
I think we all know what would happen. He got kicked out of Cloud9 for this.
And Ludwig, in particular, immediately distanced himself from his friend of many years.
Friend
no
of many
longer
years.
inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because,
Yep.
like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event.
It's a privilege to go to an event.
It's a privilege to go to his event that he owns. It's a privilege to invite your own friend to your own fucking party events.
That's crazy. And he even got like, dude, Mango's having the worst time of his life. He got banned by Ludwig from his events. He's no longer friends with Ludwig. He got banned off Twitch. He got removed from Cloud9.
Situation
He is in a
so
rough spot right now.
that even Twitch stepped in and banned this streamer, and then
Ludwig enabling Mango to drink dangerous levels of alcohol. What is this?
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic.
He knows this beforehand, by the way. He knows he's an alcoholic before he even invites him to the event, where he knows he's going to be drinking.
Ludwig is a shithead. We know this.
Even Ray immediately knows this is a little bit not great.
PB! Guys, Mango just blew a point too far!
That's not something to cheer about. That's alcohol poisoning.
Oh, wow. What a
throughout the
fucking
event,
dick.
Contestants blew into a breathalyzer.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
Okay, pause. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. So he knows his friend is an alcoholic, and he's fucking chug, bro.
Yeah. And he's getting everyone else to encourage him, and like probably half the reason everyone's clapping is just because it's good for exposure to be at these events.
Of course. That's Sea-Dog. Pretty sure that's Sea-Dog.
I better not even for a fucking second hear anything about my chat. Oh my!
Sea-Dog.
I think Asmongold is actually a little bit angry about this too. Little bit angry about this. This is the first time I've ever seen him get like a little bit angry about one of these kinds of things. Because normally he'll like brush it off, or he'll just shit talk him, or just give like a basic response point. But here he's actually going a little bit more in depth.
Chat said something bad.
Because his chat was talking about DEI. And so Ludwig goes on his stream and he shits talks Asmongold because his chat is talking about DEI in the next Halo game or some shit.
Let's check Asmon's chat real quick. Halo DEI. DEI trailer. Oh, it's a DEI game. If you didn't notice, that woman, you heard me say woman, was black. So that is woke and not a game I'll play.
So you trying to make me look bad because of my chat?
Yeah, that's
you
what he
don't
says.
want to look bad because of your friend.
I'm no longer inviting Mango to
which is a
Mogul
pretty
Moves
good
event.
response.
You told to drink alcohol at your party. You knew he was blood alcohol poisoning level drunk, and you were gassing him
2.5
up. But
is
the
drunk.
moment that
Or
I watch a
0.25.
trailer and I don't say a single thing, you're trying to farm hate on me. I wonder which one is worse. People saying DEI in the comments section, or real life sexual harassment and alcohol poisoning. Oh my God. Oh, my chat said something bad. Fix your friends. Then maybe we can talk about my chat.
Let's up those numbers!
I will say I don't like Asmongold in particular, but in this particular situation, he kind of cooked Ludwig. He kind of cooked Ludwig here.
Also,
Like, pretty
I want to note that Sea-Dog VA is a wholesome streamer, and that he's actively in the back being like, no, this is not good. He still has a smile on his face, and so he's not.
He was the only
as
one that said.
adamant.
I think he's one of the few people that told him to stop.
But Sea-Dog, I want to just point out, is a wholesome guy. He was known for being great friends with a VTuber who suffers from like a mild,
immunodeficiency.
Is it immuno? I thought she had a muscle degenerative disorder too.
No, maybe, but all I know is that the reason that she can't leave her house is because of the immunodeficiency.
Yeah, that guy is super wholesome, and you can clearly see him in the back.
He's going to be
being
Muslim
like,
soon
"This is
because
bad."
his country is almost Muslim.
That's true. That's true. He's probably gonna die in a stabbing.
Yeah.
But I just want to point out, Sea-Dog
That's
VA. He's a chill dude. I like him, and I like that he's back there being like, "No, this is not really good, bro. Why are we fucking average?" Ludwig, look, I just want to point out. Just 2 weeks ago, I was like, "That guy's he's probably a scumbag, and we'll probably find out soon that he's a scumbag."
Yeah.
So not
I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, enables friend, then distance itself from friend after enabling. What a snake! I think that pretty much summarizes it up right there.
Yeah.
I don't think there was. Let me just double check. Hassan is like a nothing burger at this point. Like he's just.
He also
I don't even
uses
care about.
He uses bots, by the way. That guy's fucking. I mean, Ludwig is another huge botter. Ludwig and Hassan are both big botters.
Yeah, and it's like, It is what it is, right? We're not here at Pixels to Politics. We don't use botters because we don't care about our numbers.
Yeah, right. Holy fuck.
Oh, we don't need viewer numbers. We just need enough money for donations to buy a little bit of weed to get us through the day.
Yeah, we just want some water, please.
Yeah. We'll take a little bit of Bitcoin to buy some crack cocaine off the United Kingdom website for Silk Road.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Kirby.
Not a whole lot else going on.
XQC finds the source that Kai. Dude, what the fuck?
I don't really watch XQC. I think XQC is also a scumbag, even though I do feel sympathy for his situation with Adept.
I don't actually.
I got your house on my watch, bro. I got your house on my watch. I got your house on my watch. Look at my watch. I got my house on it. Yeah, your house? It's on my watch.
So like I've thought this perspective has been interesting, where a lot of people agree with you, where they're just like, okay, if someone is arrogant in that way, they're a scumbag.
Yeah.
However, I've always thought that, like, if someone is showing you who they are outright, that's not a scumbag. They may, you know, do scumbagish behavior, but they're not a scumbag. However, someone like Ludwig, who does things like this, where they know things in the background, they set it up for content anyway, and they kind of hide who they are, that's a scumbag, in my opinion. But, like, there's another streamer, Summit1G, who I fucking love watching, and people don't like him because he's very, like, truthful and abrasive. Like, if he thinks you're shit, he's gonna talk shit. He's gonna say you're shit.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like something, he's gonna be vocal about it. People don't like opinionated people. However, I don't think he's a scumbag. I think Ludwig is a scumbag, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't like arrogant people, and I don't like snakes either. I think I consider both of them on the same level to me.
It's fair. I understand that perspective. However, people who show you who they are outright, I'm just like, okay, that's cool.
It's better. I mean, it's better than being a snake, but still, it's still bad. Still, I don't like them. Like in XUC, it's like I don't like people that get.
Oh,
like,
here's the fucking clout farming Cinna. What does she want? What is she doing now?
Is that two swords?
No, I get it too.
Okay, I want to just go on record. Can you just look into the camera?
Wait, threes? I thought
No, he just asked for two.
Yeah, but she said stay.
Would you please listen to the general?
Oh my god! Oh my god, we were doing a...
Oh my god, I forgot!
Did you do a two on the side?
You told me to! You told me to do a two! So that's what I thought! He said do a two! That's what he said!
Can you pause? I just want to put out a little friendly reminder. This chick thinks she deserves to be in the #1 spot for streaming on Twitch. Oh, my eyes hurt.
Listen. Listen. The only one that deserves to be in the #1 spot for the top female streamer is Extra Emily.
I'll say this.
I can say that. I can say that with absolute confidence, Doug. She is a total psychopath. She has run red lights while on her phone. She doesn't give two shits about other people's safety. No one can produce better content than a psychopath like her. No one. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. She's sitting there talking about her personal life. Like, my parents gave me $150,000 for college. I just didn't pay them back. I just didn't feel like it. Like, honestly, at that point, I just respect it. At that point, I just respect it. I don't even give a shit.
This is another example of somebody who most people probably consider a scumbag, but like hey, she's out. She shows her personality. All right, what you see is what you get. I respect it for sure. She ain't a snake.
Yeah, she ain't a snake. She's just fucking insane.
Started tomorrow.
Oh, you know what? There was some drama with Kai Cenat's group. Phantom got kicked out of the house. Yeah, I forget what AMP, the AMP house. Phantom. Yeah. So for those who don't know, Kai Cenat's a massive streamer. He's probably up there in the top 3. And he has a streamer house that he originally started with. It's got a couple people in it. For the kiddies, you probably heard Phantom Tax. That's like the big thing that this guy Phantom was known for. And I don't know specifically what happened. This is kind of a couple months ago, but he got kicked out of the house. And he posted some tweets that was like, yeah, everyone at that house is a bunch of snakes. I'm gonna expose them all, or so. I don't know what happened.
No
There's some
shit.
beef there.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. It's a streamer house.
Yeah.
No shit. It's a bunch of snakes. The fuck are we talking about? The only streamer house that I've ever fucking seen that somewhat worked out without any snaking going on at all was the offline TV house. That's it.
No. There's a lot of
Yes.
there's a lot of sexual harassment.
Albert cheated on Lily Pichu. That's it.
And
That's really it.
Fedmeister also molested Lily and also was like sexually harassing every female in the party. And Pokimane knew
That's not a
about it.
snake.
Pokimane knew about it. Pokimane snake. Pokimane knew about it, and instead of
Pokimane's a snake.
making it open and telling the world about him, she just moved out and said, fuck everybody else. So that was really cool of her. Yeah, you're a real friend of woman, you piece of shit. Way to warn everybody, because I know from what I like those, I love them offline TV. I know damn well what a fucking creep looks like. That motherfucker I had fucking pegged immediately as a creep, and I knew that he was hitting
100%.
on Pokimane first, and instead of her warning all her female friends, she fucking let that bastard run around and do all those things. So, fuck you, Pokimane. I know your ass knew about it, and instead of telling anyone, you just ran away. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck
She's
you.
a piece of shit.
Fuck you.
100%. But I will say, in terms of, she didn't stick around to like do anything about it. She didn't entice him or anything. She just fucking left, right? She just ditched him.
That's not entirely true. There were some text messages that got posted. I won't say it was like a complete lead-on situation, but I don't think she helped the situation. I'll say that much.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of content out there. If you look between the lines, offline TV, you'll see a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama there. A lot of drama there. It's not as bad as like, you know, NPH or what is that house with Imaru and Asmongold. Fuck, what's that house called?
Oh, that's NMP's house. That's that's his whole thing. NMP and Milena, yeah.
What about Asmongold? What house did he used to be part of?
OTK group. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, OTK.
Yeah, the OTK house.
Well, that house also had a lot.
Dude, that house is probably one of the worst.
I agree with that. It's gonna come out.
He was cheating on Milena. It's literally cheating on Milena.
It's gonna come out that like there's full on rapes and shit that are going on behind the scenes for sure. For sure, some crazy shit is going on in that motherfucking house.
I mean, Rich Campbell, fucking NMP. Who am I missing? Who else am I thinking of? OTK.
I don't know. I'm not crazy about that house, dude. Who's the main guy?
I think Tectone. Yeah.
Who's the one who lives in the house with Imaru? The round guy. He like hangs around with porn stars and shit. Miskiff, thank you. Yeah.
Miskiff, another one who probably
he's another one who's like, oh my god, my friend is a rapist. What? Come on, dude. Bro, you bring in prostitutes into the house. You guys are the most fucked up house, bro. Your house is the most obviously fucked up. Like, my friend's a rapist. Whoa, like, come on, dude. Ain't no one buying that shit.
I mean,
what the fuck?
No, that shit is just dude. I wonder what's gonna happen once all that shit leaks.
I don't know.
It's just boiling.
That's just fucked for sure. Asmongold leaving that streamer house or their group.
He was. I don't think he even wanted. I think Asmongold is somehow the most normal one out of all of them. Because despite all of it, even though he's a React Andy and he's kind of just a total fucking Egyptian about the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? It's like. He probably stayed there for a night or two, and he was just like, "Man, fuck this shit. I miss the roaches. I'm going back home."
It's always the people who get famous but stay alone. Those are the people that are like, they're cool as fuck. You look at Dog VA. He gets famous. Lots of women drool over him. He stays single and alone. Queso, motherfucker, pulls out numbers never before seen by humanity. Everyone tries to collab. I love Queso. We talked about Queso before.
Yeah.
Stays alone. Cannot be bothered. Fucking Asmongold. Another one. At the top of the charts. Millions of dollars. House is fucking disgusting. Hey, lives alone, dude. Fucking even XQC. Yes, he's an arrogant scumbag. However, I don't think he's doing he's alone, dude. I'm telling you, he's probably not doing anything illegal, at least harming people. Dude, I'm telling you, it's the guys that get famous.
I think the reason why and I think it's going to be a kind of a weird reason why, is because these guys are capable of being famous without relying upon other people. But the people that go to streamer houses realize they're not interesting enough unless they have other people to support them.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of things. But yeah, that's a good one there for sure. Yeah.
Like think about how interesting Pokemon would be if she was alone versus when she's in a streamer house.
She spent time alone. She spent time in Canada alone. She spent time during the offline TV days.
Doing softcore porn. Yeah, softcore porn. Yeah.
Whatever. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, whatever.
Her peak was during when Fortnite had kind of first taken off, and she got really popular. I mean, I remember her from her League days, and I didn't look up to her, but I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. A female fucking popping off on Twitch playing League, and she actually wasn't that bad at the game. And then she kind of, once Fortnite took off and her fame just rose rapidly, she wasn't terrible at Fortnite. She also wasn't really the best. She was just kind of, content farming. People loved her, and it's just been a downhill spiral from there.
Yeah. But it's like, and even Ludwig is kind of just a React Annie, but where would he have been without the entire, like, all the streamer groups he's been in? Like,
what? I don't even know what he's famous for. What gave his rise?
Yeah, I really don't either. He kind of just like popped up. I guess he was dating Cutie Cinderella, and then kind of just went from there. Then he was cheating on Cutie Cinderella.
Was he really? That's so terrible.
Yeah.
Although that bitch is low key crazy too, or stupid. I can never tell which.
I think she's total psycho, 100% total psycho.
Probably.
And I know because I'm total psycho. I can detect the other psychopaths, Doug. That's what I do. I detect them. I have a psychopath radar.
What did he get famous for? He was an esports commentator? No, that can't be it.
No.
He first gained recognition around 2019 for streaming thousands of hours of Super Smash Bros. Melee gameplay on Twitch. He is also known for his subathons and work as an esports commentator for Super Smash Bros. Melee tournaments. He created a Truffle, a YouTube extension that allows fans to interact with creators. Oh, okay, well, cool, good for him. He invented something.
Yeah.
So I guess he was kind of just a classic commentator. Get really good at a game commentator. Most of these guys on their rise were really good at video games at some point. It's just they realized they can retire to the React house. Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
And again, it's kind of the guys who don't retire to the React house. Asmongold, I will let slip through because literally politics ruined his life. he just wanted to lock himself in a room and play WoW all day, and somehow politics made it into WoW. It just drove him mad. But like Sea-Dog VA, hey, he's not big on reaction. He does subathon. He does like charity stuff, collab streams, Minecraft shit. Fucking Queso, I love Queso.
Yeah, Queso's pretty cool.
Could easily just be a React streamer. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't give it. And the thing that pisses me off about Queso is he never plays the good horror games. He only plays the dog shit $1 horror games on Steam. Yeah. And I'm just like, Queso, please just play the new Silent Hill 2, and I will forgive you for all of the sins you've committed on my For You page. Please.
I think it's so funny. I like him for his snake.io content.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. He's funny, man. He's just funny guy.
Yeah, he is. I like Queso.
But
dude, I like he's the only one that actually had a fucking job too, right?
Oh yeah,
He was the only one where it was like, I mean, I guess XQC also worked as a janitor at a school for a time, but he had his own stable life.
He also
was supported
went pro.
by his parents. Yeah, Queso was at work with his fucking coworkers and his boss, and he was actually talking about the day he quit. He was like, shit, I can actually just live off this. I don't need to work here no more. And the funniest part was he didn't just fucking call over the phone, just be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to work anymore. He actually went into work, talked to his boss about it, and said, yeah, I'm going to be quitting, It was like an actual conversation he had. He wasn't indifferent about the whole thing. He wasn't just yeah, I'm just I just quit, over the phone. He actually did it the proper fucking way. And it's I have a lot of respect for Queso.
I do too.
If it comes out that Queso is a criminal or a psychopath or something or a predator, I would lose so much hope.
I
lose so much hope in the
I would be
community.
depressed too. He's super
Yeah.
humble, super down to
Yeah.
earth. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that.
No, probably not.
No, he's a great dude for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
There
Big fan of
are
Kevin.
a lot of great streamers out there. Unfortunately, they don't get. That's untrue. I was gonna say most of them don't get the recognition they deserve, but Queso gets a lot of recognition, which he
100%.
full on deserves. Full on deserves.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got anything else for us while we wrap this up?
Nope. Just getting excited for Alligator Alcatraz and gambling and
More
Society
stabbings
Testo and
in EU.
yeah, 100. Yeah. And I'm at this point, Doug, I kind of don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm just tired of hearing about the EU. Like until I see a video of some sort of death squad, I don't really care. I don't really care anymore.
Well, unfortunately, the EU cares about us. So long as the Afghans.
It's like that meme from Mad Men. Like, I think you're a loser. I don't think about you at all.
I like that. That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.